Welcome back to SciFi And Friends, episode number 62, and welcome to 2022, as some people would say. It's going to be a good year. I think it's going to be a good year. I have a couple things. I want to take a moment to say a couple things. I did write this today. I put a lot of thought into this. So here we go. I want to take this small moment to proclaim a few things. First is my gratitude to every listener. To anyone who has texted me after listening to an episode to tell me that they enjoyed this part or that topic. To anyone who told me that they love this particular guest and can't wait till they're back on another episode. Told me that they were touched or moved by something that was said or talked about. To anyone who has listened through the boring, through the mundane, the dull, or the trite. To all my listeners, I say thank you. Thank you for your support, for your critiques, for your laughter, your encouragement, your understanding, your gratitude, and for your time. Secondly, the final days of 2021, I spent much of my time pondering on what route I wanted to take with many of the pursuits and endeavors that I have. I made some decisions to cut certain things out of my life, and I made other decisions to further pursue certain efforts. Ruminating on the podcast, I felt quite a bit of frustration as it's taken copious amounts of time, energy, and resources, and I have found little to no financial reward. And while this is a goal of mine to generate livable income from the existence on the internet, it is not the sole purpose of my interests and pursuits that I hold. Upon further reflection of the podcast, from its first episode in my bedroom with my brother, all the way to being in our first studio on Main Street here in Joplin, Missouri, I have benefited from an array of blessings, including getting to spend unbroken time with some of the most fascinating people in my area. I have learned much about the art of conversation, listening, and speaking. I've learned much about myself as well. Being forced to listen to yourself speak to others for hours will reveal much you wished wouldn't be revealed. But in the light of growth and development, it has been a true tool and a weapon in the face of insecurity, inferiority, and doubt. Through failure and process, it has shaped me in more ways than I know. The podcast has developed in many ways over time, and I find it to be a purpose worth striving for, a pursuit worth continuing to develop, and a project worth cultivating further. As long as people are gaining some form of value from these conversations, as long as I find them engaging, enlightening, challenging, humbling, and beneficial in my own self-development, and as long as there are people to speak to and stories to be told, we will keep building this show. 2022 is once more an opportunity to reset ourselves, align with our true values and vision. May we waste no more time in indecision to walk our chosen paths. Thank you for being a part of the ride, and here's to many more guests, many more episodes, and a bunch more sci-fi. Thank you. Chapter 2. No, that's my sponsors. We're going to move into the sponsors now. I roll this down because I'm hoping that SciFi and Friends can find a little bit more consistency, not only in how many episodes that we do, per week, per month, whatever, per year, but also like the structure of the show. So I'm going to try these sponsors out, and they're all like my own sponsors. So SciFi and Friends is brought to you by Rendezvous Coffee, a boutique coffee roasting company that pursues coffee varieties from rare regions of the world in an effort to discover and share the wide array that coffee is. From Panama to Yemen to Tanzania to Ecuador and beyond, Rendezvous seeks out the highest quality beans and roasts them to peak perfection. I gotta get a drink.
I think so.
You hear the phlegm?
Oh, yeah,
I know. We shouldn't have made out before.
That was good, though.
I got COVID.
Yeah.
What you want? You want some Kirk and Sweeney?
Absolutely.
Thank God.
I'd start off with that.
You gotta do it neat though, like a fucking pirate.
Golly.
We are currently in the final stages of curating a website where you can find further information about Rendezvous' efforts, as well as purchase our coffee. Until then, you can message me directly on any of the social media platforms, and I will deliver or ship you whatever amount you would like. So drink some Rendezvous. SciFi and Friends is also brought to you by Prairie Star Ranch, specializing in longhorn cattle ranching. Besides the archaic look of the longhorn breed, we with their protruding horns, evolved to fend off America's most dangerous predators, American lions. Longhorn beef contains, on average, lower saturated fat than most beef and lower calories and cholesterol than chicken, making it one of the leanest and most protein-dense meats available. Prairie Star offers ground beef, various steak cuts, and an assortment of beef sticks. Like Rendezvous Coffee, Prairie Star Ranch is in its final stages of web design, which will host more information about the ranching operations, processing, a focus on the ranchers, and the ability to order online. Until then, same game plan, just reach out. I'll hook you up with beef sticks, beef, whatever you need. But also, both products can be found at Root Coffee Shop in Pittsburgh, Kansas. They sell Rendezvous Coffee as their specialty brew, and they have all of our beef sticks. So go support them. They support us. Lastly, SciFi and Friends is sponsored by Infinite Productions, which, like this podcast, has grown and developed over the years, evolving into a video production studio that specializes in short and feature films, streamed series, documentaries and docuseries, web series, and as we look to the future, new and developing media in the forms of video games, metaverse development, and augmented and virtual reality-based technologies. I named it Infinite because there is no limit to what is possible when we create together. All right, welcome to 2022 SciFi and Friends. My guest today, I begged him to come on several times. He's canceled, I've canceled, but we've made it happen today. Please welcome Corey Ball.
I'm excited.
Thanks for being here, man.
You threw that back.
It's really nice. It's really smooth.
It really is. That's good.
I mean,
Anyways, I'm here.
Huh?
I'm here finally.
You're here in the flesh.
Like a year and a half of
It's been a while.
Been a long time.
Off and on.
I know. Ever since our little Portlandia-esque Joplin series I wanted to do.
I was looking at that the other day.
Oh my God.
The old footage. I still have all of it.
You still have all that?
I still have all of it.
That was some fun stuff. I think we drove your Tundra down Main Street with Casey. And I think you filmed back there. I'm like, man, this is gonna be really good.
I still have all of it, and we could put it together, dude. I wrote scripts for you and Casey.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote one script that was you and Casey, and then unfortunately, Instant Karma's not there anymore.
That was the Instant Karma skit where
you guys.
It was him and I were ordering beers, right? And we're like some beer snobs.
You total beer snobs.
And as we're talking, like where is this beer from? You know, what's in this beer? This and that. And then as he has it in his mouth, he pours it in my mouth, in his mouth, and we were just sitting there, just as casual as possible. And this waiter is just like, what is going on here?
Right, I was gonna have the waiter just play into it like it was not like, oh yeah, everybody does that.
Oh my God.
You've seen Portlandia?
Tons of times.
So it's pretty much this. I pretty much copied this skit where they go out to eat and they're asking about the duck.
Oh, the duck.
Yeah,
yes. That's like the first season.
It's like the first skit, but that's what I was basing it off of. Like, where was this duck? Did he have brothers and sisters?
I think, yeah.
You know, pretty much was gonna pull that off, but as beer snobs with you and Casey.
That would have been perfect. Us in a flannel, tight jeans and boots. I mean, glasses on. Oh my gosh.
Just you two playing off each other would be so funny.
I feel like, okay, so I can keep a straight face for most things, but I feel like with you two, it'd be kind of hard.
Oh, my God.
But at the same time, I feel like it'd be kind of easy, though, because we're so serious and we know what it takes to do what.
Oh, yeah. So. Well, it's like one of those moments where if you are on a comedic role and there's gold pouring out of you, the other person pulls it together. Do not fuck this up.
Do not.
Because because that's so good, you know. Yeah. But sometimes it's so good you just level the room. And I mean, then it's a blooper, and people love bloopers, you know. But yeah, we could still do that. I would like to do that, honestly.
I'd say so. I'd say so.
I think part of it was COVID.
Yeah.
A big part of it was.
I think that hit months afterwards. Actually,
it was pretty quick afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you fare through
all that?
Yeah.
I think I got COVID halfway through, actually.
Yeah.
I got COVID halfway through, and I felt bad for maybe 2 hours.
Oh wow.
And then after that, I was fine.
Nice.
And so I had to quarantine, all good stuff. But I mean, it's been easy. So
I kind of remember that because you were something on Snapchat, you were playing a lot of PS5.
Oh my gosh, it's all I did. I mean, there's that and read books. So that's all I did.
What'd you read?
I read The Hobbit for the first time.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a very good one. So I read that, and then I played lots of Skyrim while watching things about anything on Netflix or Hulu or just anything that meant like
nature
old,
documentaries.
Yeah, old history about ancient aliens or old stuff about just random stuff that made no sense.
Okay.
That's background stuff, you know.
Right.
That right there, yeah. So.
Oh, dude, one of my favorite memories was when Kelsey moved home from California. She moved in January, first week of January to go to school in Pitt.
Yeah.
And I lived in California by myself in this apartment from January to May by myself, dude.
Gosh.
Yeah. And there were weeks when I did not have a job, like did not have a PA job. So I'd just be at the house waiting. And then like the next week I'd work all week or whatever. So there was like these long stretches of time where I didn't leave the house, dude.
Oh my gosh. And nothing going on, just playing games.
Just playing games. I think I had a PS3 and I wish to fucking high heaven I had a PC and could have played Ark. Because I could have put in I could have put in hundreds of hours.
How long has Ark been out though?
It wasn't around back then.
It wasn't?
Yeah. It came out probably 2014
What about
or
Rust?
2015.
Ever played that?
I haven't. I've heard of it though.
It's like you build like your own base and whatnot, but
Is
it's
it a
like
zombie game?
No, it's not. It's like other people like try and like take your base and whatnot. It's like the oddest thing, but it looks very fun.
Is it like I forgot to do this? Start recording.
Start recording? Oh, we didn't even.
Well, no,
That's
we're
good.
recording. We're recording that.
Yeah.
What I mean is it's straight survival?
It's straight explore, build, and survival.
But no dinosaurs.
And basically, people just try and like loot your base, and you've got like trapdoors, you've got like keypads on, you've got this and that. I mean, from like old school, like arrows can kill you like through like some trapdoor, or just you've got like
you set booby traps.
exactly, yeah. It's like the coolest thing. I've never played. I don't have any time for games anymore.
Yeah,
hardly.
I know.
I'm just too busy for that with work and social life and all that kind of stuff.
We just bought Santa brought a PS5.
Santa did.
Santa brought a PS5.
He didn't bring me anything actually this year, so I'm pretty fucking pissed right now.
Why?
So
Nothing?
nothing at all.
Yeah. How's your girlfriend? I forget her name. Shit.
Anyways.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
No, I am good.
Yeah, I was just going to say a PS5. We have a PS5 now. It's fucking awesome.
Really?
But I want to dump my time into it, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can get like 2 rounds.
How much was that?
2 rounds. I don't know. Santa brought it. I can get like 2 rounds a day. Oh my.
Is it working though?
Yeah, it's working.
Good.
I double clicked. Whoops. Sorry, folks.
Whoopsies.
Anyway, yeah. So I can only get like a couple rounds at Call of Duty before I start feeling bad.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty, like.
Oh my gosh. You play one game, you're on like game 8.
Yeah.
And then like, oh my gosh.
It's so easy.
2 hours has passed.
Yeah.
Now the wife's asleep and you're like, oh.
Oh, no.
good night.
She's an enabler.
Does she play?
Oh,
she's
my
like,
God.
hell yeah. Play.
She's like, do it again. Why are we stopping? Let's stay up all night. I'm like, you're the one.
Does she play too?
Oh, yeah. I'm like, you're the one that has to
With
go
a
to work
full-time job too.
tomorrow.
She
Yeah,
works in
you
Pitt.
got to go. Like, she has a job. Like,
It's like
I'm
2
just
o'clock in the morning.
playing.
She's sitting there, monsters and everything, just sitting there, just chugging them, just playing.
That's Kelsey, dude.
Golly.
She's like begging me to play Ark. She's like, we should play Ark so I can watch you play.
I haven't seen her since when I saw you last at Club 609, and you were at that table, and I waved over at you guys and said hi and whatnot. But that's about it, though. I
You're at the bar.
Yeah. Dude, that's the best place in Joplin, by the way.
I love 609. I
Favorite
do
place.
miss Infusion. I really liked Infusion.
I'd never gone there.
Oh,
and
man, it was good.
There was some weekend where I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's probably like that time. It's been. I mean, it was open for like 2 or 3 years.
Infusion?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah,
at
least.
It's time to go. And then they had just shut down.
Oh, man.
I said, that's my luck right there.
That sucks.
Yeah.
No, it was super nice. They had super high-end cocktails. I mean, every cocktail was there was probably a minimum of $10. But they were...
Oh, that's nothing.
Is it? That was a lot to me.
It's a lot to me, too.
Okay, I was thinking like, God dang. But they were such high quality.
Yeah.
And the ingredients were so cool. And they had such unique, different combinations. Like, people that are like, Colby Cram right now is like, they're going to laugh at me. But there was like a Sweet Maria or something like that, which was tequila and a habanero and something like that. I cannot
That's
quite.
something.
Maybe it was a Bloody Mary type thing. I can't remember. I loved it.
Yeah.
Kelsey had a grapefruit drink that was really good. There were so many good little that were really good there, and and it was really fancy. It was a Russian theme. It was very modern.
That's what I heard.
Really modern. So you had like that pumping bass in the background, and they had an ice bar. I think that's what you call it. But it's like a bar, like it would be about this big, and it was ice. And so, like, you would set your drink on the ice and keep it cold.
And it would just move and whatnot as it's like sitting there.
A little bit. But
That's
no,
cool.
it's just.
How did I
used to
never
keep it
go
nice.
there?
I don't know.
Man,
It was
that weekend
nice.
I wanted to go. I should have been like,
It was very busy.
Weekend.
It was super popular. I don't know why they shut it down.
Well, I probably wasn't 21.
Oh yeah.
It closed down like last year.
Something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Make sure that mic follows you.
Oh yeah,
Pull
make
it
sure the
with
mic follows me, baby. Here we go.
Pull it with you.
Ooh, I feel good
Oh,
now. I'm a little
yeah.
comfortable. Yeah. Papa likes this. But yeah, so I should have gone there, but I never did.
Yeah, bummer. Because now it's like Beasts and Burden or something, and it's good.
I haven't.
But
Beast
it's
and
not-
Barrel.
Beast and Barrel.
Beast and Barrel.
It's good. but it's not.
So what is this place? Is it like
Beast and Barrel? I don't know. I've been there a couple of times. It's like, I don't know, drinks and food. Mm-hmm.
How about the boardroom?
Love the boardroom.
I've about
Except
gone a
the
few
prices.
times. Really? That was bad.
Oh man, the carnivore charcuterie board, charcuterie.
That looked good.
It's fantastic.
I saw it online.
It's like $40 though.
All right, I'll go have a talk with him then.
No, it's definitely worth it. Like it's super.
I'm not upset now.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
It is, okay.
Oh yeah, because you get a lot of food.
Okay.
I'm just upset because I have to get one for me and one for my wife. So now I'm at the $80 range. She's a wino. She's gonna drink a whole bottle by herself.
That's at least an easy $100.
Oh yeah, well over. We went to her birthday
200.
party. She had her birthday party at the boardroom.
Yeah.
I bet you it was 170.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But it was good. It was
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah.
What's there though? Is it just like
I think it's
charcuterie
just-
boards? Is there any, is there any, like
There might
board
be some-
games? You know? What I mean? Like New Monopoly.
No, I don't think so. That's Joplin Avenue Coffee. No, I think it's more of like meat and cheese boards and stuff like that.
How about we rate
crab
the top coffee shops here in Joplin? Because you said the Joplin Avenue Coffee Shop, and I've gone there a few times with you, and I'm not sure how you feel about that place.
I like it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Coffee wise, how is it?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's not fantastic.
It's not fantastic, no.
But it's good.
But it's good. Yes,
drank it.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And that back shop is something
Yeah,
else.
that's really-
They could have
The
parties
mood.
there. Oh my gosh.
The mood back there
Think
is
of
awesome.
musical chairs you could play there.
Yeah,
Holy
music chairs.
moly.
Well, there's musical chairs, but there's one memory in particular that I always think about with Joplin Avenue Coffee, and that's one time Kelsey and I went there. I cannot remember. I think we just went to have coffee. I look over, and in the back room, like we're against the wall, and I look over, and there's 4 girls sitting in a circle, and they all have a board game. It's raining outside. It's like a Sunday or something.
Yeah.
Dude, those girls played their board games for like 4 or 5 hours.
But that's fun though.
I know, it's amazing.
That's
I
so
envied
cool.
them so much because there was no one had stress. There were no phones. There was no drama talking about work. It was just like they were into their game, and I just envied them so much.
Yeah.
I just missed that. I haven't had that since I was a kid.
Yeah. Like that feeling of no stress.
Yeah.
No anything. Oh, they were like kids then.
No, they were
like
adults.
Adults. Like
They were responsible humans, but
Just
they were able somehow. They
saying
were
F
able to
work and
yeah.
they're playing board games.
It was their day off. It was a rainy day, and instead of them scrolling Instagram for 1,000 years, they decided to meet up and play a fucking card or board game, and it stuck with me this whole time,
Yeah.
dude. That's 2018 or something.
I've been on my phone a lot here lately. I realized,
Yeah.
and like especially with like being at work, I've these awful little periods where like there's nothing going on, and I'm on my phone. I'm like, you know what? I should be doing something else. I feel like not being like on Instagram or Twitter
Like
or
what?
just. I just watch. I'm probably on crypto stuff huge on Instagram right now, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, and I just go through it all. It's like a huge just like wormhole. You're like in it, and you're in it for a while. You're just like just on your phone.
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy crap. Or else I'm talking to someone, I'm talking to like a few people, like on my phone, either texting them or calling them, seeing what's up. And I'm like, man, I can't keep having all these conversations. And then on social media, I'm like, that's like half my day, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
Easily.
I've been working on that. So
How so? Did you set some timers or something?
yeah,
or?
and I think the biggest thing, honestly, is I'm in the process of possibly moving out right here in like a few months or so, back home to Joplin. And
Where are you now?
I'm in Miami, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it's a
didn't know
great
that.
place.
Yeah.
I live there with my sister and her fiance.
Yeah.
It's an awesome little house, and they're awesome too. Yeah. But I think here soon, I'll be busy off with work and whatnot. So here in a few months, it's probably about time to move on back. But but anyways, though, I think that like something that I've been doing at night is past 8 o'clock, no phone. And I've done it one night, actually, not like here lately, just one night.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, fuck
But it was a
this.
good night.
Oh, it was a great night. I
Yeah.
sat there and I just looked at the ceiling.
That's it?
No. It was good though. I was over at a friend's house, and we sat there and we played tic-tac-toe. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. I feel like there's something there.
Yeah, there was. There was tic-tac-toe, and we thumb wrestled for about 3 hours. So,
Thumb wrestle for
yeah,
3 hours?
so that was very fun. But no, it was a good time though. And
Sorry. There's a I gotta check my Twitter real quick.
yeah, MySpace.
Yeah. No, there's this Focus. I don't know if you have an iPhone. Do you have iPhone?
Yeah.
There's did you update to the new iOS?
I have not done that
focus
yet.
option. Okay, so I was messing with that the other night, and you can set like different focus parameters.
Yeah.
So like one's driving, so then you can just hit focus when you drive, and it knows when you're driving, and then it shuts off text messages or
That's nice. Actually,
it's pretty nice. But there's also like bedtime focus. So you can set like you said, 8 o'clock. You can put the timer for 8 o'clock, and it shuts off all notifications and nothing. But here's this is the best part, because I've wanted to do that before, but then I'm like, well, what if my mom needs help? Like
exactly.
You can dial it in to where you can allow certain notifications to come through.
That's smart.
Yes. So the one that I have on there for like bedtime, which is like 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah.
I can get a text from my mom, dad, Casey, or Kelsey. Everybody else gets filtered out.
That's why I've been calling you at night and haven't
call it before 8, bro.
You hate phone calls, and I remember.
I hate phone calls.
Okay, so I'm huge on phone calls. I love to talk. FaceTime is my favorite thing in the world.
Really?
Right. And so I'm like, you know what? One day I was gonna actually call you, and then I saw on Twitter that you had just put on there, I cannot stand phone calls. I was like, I am not calling this guy, or it was something like that.
Well, I mean, if you called me, I'd be really excited. Oh. It's just like I get so many robocalls, and people they're just like, what?
Oh my gosh, robocall is my favorite thing. I love him.
Why?
I will waste their time for a good hour. I don't care how long. I don't care if I miss a wedding and I'm sitting there wasting their time. It's worth it to me. At work we get so many of those.
What is the deal? What are they? What's the purpose?
And so basically, I waste their time, and they page me through to their finance account manager. I'm like, all right, here's a big wig right here, and I get to there, and they're like, all right, so your credit card information. What's the first? What is it? 28 digits? 16. I don't know how much it is. Yeah. I'm like 111 224. I just wasted your time. They're like, oh man, you got me. I'm like, yeah, dude. And like, congrats. Hang up. It's just, I love it.
That's one of the. I watch a lot of YouTube, and one of the things like my guilty pleasure, like late night, like I don't want to engage with anything like too much. I don't need something dramatic that I need to keep track of characters and stuff. I'll just type in hackers, scammers.
Hackers getting fucked. That's what I like.
Hackers getting fucked. Well, yeah,
just straight up,
like hackers fucking hackers. That's on Pornhub.
Or that's what I watched.
Yeah, right.
No, wait. So yeah, hackers fucking the
scammers.
Yeah.
So like so one guy, the scammer calls, and somehow I don't exactly know. There's like hour-long videos, so I skip through them or whatever. But somehow the scammer's calling. They connect the scammer's bank account to the hacker's bank account to like transfer money to like entice him to share more. Well, he drains their bank account, like the whole thing just rips out. I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars, and the guy's freaking out on the other line.
Dude, I would take that and run with it, and I wouldn't.
He buys a Rolex online. He buys a Rolex and sends him the receipt.
That guy lost his job.
Sometimes, most of the time they send it back. They send the money back or whatever, and they're just like, quit doing this, like really put the fear of God into them.
Yeah. And
I don't know if they keep doing it or whatever, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they take it and they fucking.
I would
run.
take their money and not give two shits.
No. I mean, it's someone's livelihood, I guess. Like. It's a scammer though. You know what I mean? Like, how can I feel bad?
Someone
for a
willingly
scammer?
chooses like to take other people's cash for a living. Like, I
They're
don't feel bad for
they're a fucking thief.
They're a glorified thief. Like they are like awful at it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take their money and leave. So.
Yeah. So why do I care? Even though that they're like, I'm a thief trying to feed my family. Like, well,
I am too.
Sorry, bub. I am too.
Yeah. I'm trying to feed mine as well.
Yeah, but you're doing it in a more noble way.
Yeah, that's true. I've been watching tons of YouTube at night,
it's all
like
I
this
watch.
whole like okay, so like at night, like I'm at work all day. Well, in the morning I work out, and then I have work all day. Then
you do a lot of running too, don't you?
Do a lot. Last night I ran for the first time in probably 2.5 weeks in the cold, and I got to like a mile, like 1.2 miles. Right.
You run outside?
Yeah, outside, and it was like crazy mile time, 7:48, and I was feeling amazing, right? And all of a sudden, like my lungs were just like popping with like fire. I said, something's wrong. And so here I am. I start throwing up on the road. I'm like, this is not good. So I'm walking home, and luckily my grandparents live like 2 blocks from me, right? So it's either walk to their house and say, hey, take me home. I'm not feeling good. Or it's just walk home. And knowing me, I'm like, don't be a bitch, Corey. Like, so I walk past their block, right? I'm past their block, almost onto mine. and all I hear is like someone yelling behind me. I'm like, what's going on? Look back, and there's a Rottweiler sprinting after me. I'm thinking, I'm fucked. I am done. Like this is it.
Right.
Like, sorry, Colton, I can't come in today. I'm dead.
Right.
So,
yeah. What happened to Corey?
But it just ran past me about 10 yards and looked back at me and just stood there. And so I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'm kind of scared. So I went ahead and just like slowly like walked back to my grandparents' house. I'm like, if I have to, I'll make a run for it. I'm gonna hop in the truck.
Right.
I'll be okay. And I called my my friend Chris. I'm like, hey man, like I just started throwing up. I'm not feeling good from this run. It's too cold outside. Also, I'm about to die from a dog. Like, you know, I love you very much. And so I just dropped my phone and just book in the truck. And this dog is like, well, it like jogged my way, right? And I'm like, oh shit, like F this, you know? So dog ends up going away. I hop out, I go inside, and my guys take me home. This dog's pissed off right now. It's got rabies, and
oh no.
That's good old Miami right there for you. So, but anyways, though, yeah. So I'm not sure where I got there, but yeah, I've been running a lot. But yeah, at night I'm on YouTube and I'm talking to, you know, people here and there, you know, having conversations through text, or I'm even calling someone. And I was like, you know what? It's to a point now where like my mind is constantly throughout the day just racing. I've got to just like take a chill pill and just at night relax.
Yeah. When do you relax?
Play some board games. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a great way to relax.
When do you relax? I know that's the question.
When do you, if at all?
I mean, I do like at night, but like it's still though. It's just I don't know.
Like when do you actually detach from the world?
It's hard to. I feel like nowadays
it's almost impossible. Like you said, you're at work and you're doing your work thing, but you're on your phone and you're carrying on. I'm the same way. Like I carry on 12 conversations at once across 4 different platforms.
Exactly.
Across 4 different topics. You know, like I'm, you know, talking crypto to one person, memes to another person, talking to my mom about Christmas, and you know.
I am the exact same way right now. I'm talking to so many people right now. It's nuts, and it's just like I can't keep doing all this.
What's incredible is you actually keep it together pretty well. Like I can shift between people.
We are trained to just keep.
I
that
can't
kind of
stop
shit.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, even Kelsey's like, "Who are you talking to?" It's like, "What do I start? Like, what conversation do I start at?" You know? Yeah. Like, I've been talking to this guy since 8 a.m. I've been talking to this guy since last week. I've been talking to this, you know, on TikTok over here, and fucking TikTok.
I know.
It's got me good.
I don't have one. I've never had one, and I won't ever have one.
It's incredible.
I can't do it. Okay, so I'm on YouTube, and they have the same thing as TikTok. Yeah. So is Instagram, and I'm on those way too much. Yeah. So I just realized, you know what? Just don't get one, or else I'm screwed.
See, I like technology a lot, and I want to argue for the neutrality of technology.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, my TikTok is full of, here's my argument for it. My TikTok's full of like motivational videos. It's full of thoughts. It's full of, you know, financial advice, a lot of crypto people talking.
And that's not bad stuff.
See, that's not bad, but it's not all that. I can't say, a lot of it's, you know, just mind gutter stuff or whatever.
Gets the point though, if you're just watching stuff about being, you know, motivated but not actually doing the work it takes, it's just like, why am I just...
So here's my thing. It's like one of the biggest resurgence of motivation to work out came from TikTok. Like,
really?
Oh yeah, dude. I got on TikTok and I saw the chicks that were working out and looked fucking fabulous. I saw the dudes working out and I thought they looked amazing. And I just got supercharged. Like, I want to do that. I want to look like that and I want to be that. And so, I mean, I will give the credit to TikTok that's why I started to get back into the gym.
Good then.
It was like time-wise, it was paired with the tearing of my pec.
Yeah,
so like
that was rough there for a while. It looked bad.
It was bad
after it happened.
It wasn't great. But I mean, I tore that in March, and then I had the surgery in June. So like from June to probably August or September, I couldn't do anything, and I'm just, you know,
that's
recovering.
A worse feeling.
Oh, it's terrible.
Because you're sitting there just eating, and you're just...
I didn't eat too much. Really? I just was sitting around like I can't do anything. Like I only
can't
have
go outside
one arm.
And,
so it's a lot of like, you know, computer stuff. But yeah, well, I could go outside, but I couldn't do it. I just walked around. But during that time, I was thinking like, dude, all I want to do is go to the gym. I want to be healthy. I want to use my body. I want to go roll. I want to draw my bow back. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so I just like, when you get out of this, like when you get healthy, don't ever forget the feeling. It'd be like if you were to get attacked by this Rottweiler.
Oh my gosh.
And you end up in the hospital and they're like, hey, you can't use your legs for 6 months or whatever. And you're like, all you want to do is run. But you can't. And then when you get out, like, well, all you would do is run. So that's what happened.
Run everywhere.
You'd run everywhere. You would love it.
To the fridge.
You would look forward to it. That's where I got to. Was like, I cannot wait to suffer in the gym or, you know, on the mats.
That's the best feeling in the world, isn't it?
It's the best feeling
is it
in the world.
not?
Yes, it's the best feeling in the world.
Just being like over halfway in that workout and you're sweating and you're like F this, I'm done, but you're still going. It's like, I love that. Something weird to me just clicks in, and I love just the pain and the struggle of that. So
yeah, it's one of the best feelings in the world is the overcoming of adversity and pressing through with discipline like that.
That's the thing is,
oh my God,
I realized here lately I've not been doing that as much, and like this newfound like light in my life. It's just been like, you know what, let's just start doing shit that just, you know, just puts you in like a weird zone, right? Just like, you know, like maybe doing a commercial for work. Like I get nervous, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? F it. Who cares?
Right.
Let's just go have fun. Let's, you know, like real estate. I'm doing that right now, right? You know, I'm in that school and I'm doing this and doing that.
Oh, you're in school for it?
Yeah. Well, okay. I was in school for it, and I took the test 3 times.
To
did not
sell? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, to get your license.
Took the test 3 times, yeah, and I did not pass. That test was harder than ever. But I also didn't make ample time to really hit the books hard, right? Okay. So now I'm back in class online, and I'm over halfway done with all my hours. I'm about halfway done. So I've been hitting that hard, but it's been fun though. Like now I'm like, you know what, let's just hit all this kind of shit hard. Let's hit working out. I've been working out, been eating right.
Good. You look great.
I've lost 12 pounds.
Nice.
This mustache looks good too.
It looks great. I love it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I've been just kind of I have a whole new mindset about all this kind of stuff. And it's been fun.
You're not used to be that way?
No, I've always been that way, but sometimes, like in my life, I realized I talk too much. I don't allow things to happen, right? Right, you know, and I get way too comfortable. So I realized, you know what, don't ever feel that way again. Just always be on the move, always get things done. And I just have a whole new light on all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
Thanks to Instagram Shorts, you know, I got my motivation through that. So a little bit, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. I like this,
dude. That's what I'm talking about.
I have 2 abs already, actually. So
yeah, two of 12.
2 abs are two of 12.
And that's what I mean. Like there are instances where people literally just drown themselves in the social media, and it's all garbage. But then there are times like you can curtail that to inspire you, to advance you, and it's a very fine line. And you have to be incredibly honest with yourself to be like, what's my relationship with this thing? Like you said today or a little bit ago, like you've been on your phone a lot lately. I've definitely felt that, you know, like what have I done today? A shitload of TikTok. Was it like, did it inspire me to write a script? Did it get me to go to the gym? No, it just literally dulled my mind, you know? Exactly. But then there are days where I flip through I get a couple of those hits of a gym talk or a, you know, motivation talk or whatever.
Like, hell yeah, I needed that.
Oh, dude, and I go flying on. I just go flying, you know.
It's like Adderall. It's like
it is.
Like
it honestly is. It's digital drugs.
I'm in the zone.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, you just got to be extremely honest with yourself, you know. It's the same thing with like drinking alcohol. If you can handle it, that's great. But if you can't,
I'm a little drunk right now.
You can't. No, you're not really. There wasn't much left in this Kirk and Sweeney. It wasn't. But we've already drained it. But
I do say we try that one though at some point because I would like to, but I still have all mine left. I've taken like 3 sips of it.
Oh, drink it.
Oh yeah.
And I'll pour this.
Shot?
Bamboo. Yeah, just take like a shot.
Oh, okay.
Take like a shot and think about Captain Morgan and how thick that is, and then think how wonderful.
That was amazing.
And smooth that is.
How much was that?
$20. This is
from jugs or from where?
Macadoodles. This is some of the higher end rum that they had. Like I just went to the rum section. I was like, what's the higher end stuff? This was it. I think they had a 24 year. This is a 12 year. The 24 year was probably like $50. So it's a little bit more expensive. But that's bourbon, dude. That's a cheap bourbon. Yeah. $50 is a cheap bourbon. That is. So $50 for a nice bottle of rum. And I don't know if how big of a fan of rum you are.
I do like rum a lot, actually.
I did too. It always makes me think of my buddy Levi. I'd always make him take a shot of rum, and we'd talk like pirates. I always think about Jack Sparrow.
Thinking of the past, my 19th birthday. I spent at
the Kansas City Royals.
I think that was before my birthday or after my birthday. No, that was before. My 19th was at your house, and it was some like little farm party.
The field party?
That field party, and like the DJ. That was you. Like the whole DJ pit, like that.
Did we have there was a mud pit? Okay, that's the second field party.
But it wasn't done yet. I don't think it was done, or was it done? Because I never hopped in it. We had that, and we had that stump game.
Nobody hopped in it except for the people, me and maybe 5 other people.
Golly, dude, And that was a good night too.
Oh,
that was
dude,
I
the
took
field
probably
parties were
20
always fun.
Jello shots. Those and pudding shots. Oh my gosh, that was a lot.
Dude, the field parties were fun, dude. Like Dylan was talking about one time, it's like they are so big that you get lost.
Yeah,
you just like lose people. Like we had the big tent in the corner that had the
beer pong. Yeah,
and I put up the lights, the red and blue lights that crisscross. That felt cool. We would have.
I had 4 seizures that night actually.
Shit.
Yeah,
you made it through though.
Just doing that. Yeah.
Right. We had the bonfire in the middle, which was like the centerpiece. The DJ tent. There was the food and beverage tent. I mean, there was like all kinds of crap everywhere. Those were always so much fun.
And like, that was like, so I was 19, so I just met almost everyone there, right? So
Downstream,
I just. Well,
right?
through Downstream, I met Casey and Alex Hill first.
Through Valet.
Yeah. And then I met you through Casey.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, so I was 19, I was young, and I was still like, like still meeting everyone, and you knew everyone there. So like you being like the DJ, you going over, it's like, see this person, that person, that person. You were busy that night. I was just like, kind of just there playing like this game, that game, and hanging out. But that was a fun night though.
It was very fun. No, I was just thinking, I think that one of the first times I ever met you, you came over for dinner and you were incapacitated. Like grossly incapacitated.
Oh my gosh.
Like barely could pass the asparagus. You just like trying
okay,
to hold it together.
Go in there, I'm like, you know what, like this will be fun, but I don't know Colton yet. I don't know Kelsey, and here I am. Yeah, so before, whatever happens, but like during that, I'm sitting here like, I am at a fucking dinner table with people I don't know. Someone passed the asparagus. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I literally can't do this right now. I know, and this is literally me. I mean, here's my phone, right?
Yeah.
And it's the opposite way. So like my phone's, facing that way. I'm like, oh, hello?
Right.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
I better
hey guys, I have to go.
Right.
Hold on. And they're like, who's calling him? Like, his phone didn't go off. I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know who's calling me though.
And
so
never came back.
I walked outside and I just was like,
I never saw you again. After that, like you didn't come back inside.
I didn't
finish dinner.
Yeah.
You're just gone.
I think I passed out.
I think you called somebody. I think they came and got you.
No, I passed out.
Oh really?
I did. I was like, oh my God, that just happened. So anyways, here I am. Like, I just woke up. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hold on, guys.
Did you feel better after taking a little snooze?
And then Casey came outside. I talked to him, and then Alex was there. And then I'm like, like we're good. Yeah. Everyone ate, and then I walked back inside.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think Alex took me home.
Ended up leaving. Yeah.
My gosh.
That was the first time.
That was the first time.
I talked to Casey. I was like, was that guy okay? He's like, he was just very.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But then after that, though, we had met, and it was just like game on. It was fun, though. I think one of the first things that we did was I'm trying to think of what one of the first things that we did. I don't know. I'm not sure like where we hung out. I think it was at your house, but like with Casey and
probably
there.
So. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. When Casey lived there, we had a lot of gatherings. Like almost every Wednesday. Remember we were in the garage.
Yeah.
We built that little corner.
Yep.
That was just like a hangout. Yeah. Every Wednesday we'd be back there. And then Dylan lived across the street.
Yeah.
So he'd walk over. And so he'd always be there.
Did Nathan live there as a next door neighbor there?
Which one?
Nathan Wagner.
No, he lives 2 houses to the south. Gotcha. No, 1 house. No, 2 houses. There's 2 Nathans to the south.
Has he already? I mean, always lived there, or has he?
Pretty much the whole time I've lived at 60th.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
I don't know that.
Wagner, he bought that house pretty early. I think he bought it for like $80,000 and put 20 into it. Made it awesome. The best part about Nathan Wagner's house, I'm jealous of his house. Mm-hmm. He's got 2 living rooms.
Really?
Yeah. He's got 1 living room on one side of the house. And you go through, it's got bedrooms, it's got kitchen, it's got everything. And on the other side of the house, there's another living room with the fireplace. Yeah, super cool. So
that's very cool.
Last I was over there, it's been a while, but last I was over there, Nathan had made 1 living room into like a den. That's the one with the fireplace. It was like very cozy, had a fireplace, it was dimly lit, and then the other side was it was like more of a lounge library setting. So, I mean, that's
a very nice little house.
I love that house, dude. He did it really good at fixing it up.
Dude, like that, like the whole like fireplace room that's like dimly lit. Like me after work, I'd pass out in like a chair. I feel old even saying that.
No, but I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier, is finding a place to relax and unplug. Like, imagine making that room, there's no TV. And you make the rule that like you don't bring your phone in here. Like you could have books, you could have a pad to draw on or write on. You could have, in fact, back in the day, Ben DeBusk?
Sounds very familiar.
Good friend of mine, and Tiffany DeBusk, both of them, love both of you guys. They used to have a house in Baxter, and they literally had a room called the smoke room.
That's good.
And it was a dimly lit lounge-like room where they would go smoke
cigar
cigarettes.
Room or
they would smoke cigarettes. They'd go in there and have a cigarette. Like, they would not be cigaretting and scrolling.
Just out there just...
It's a room. It'd be like a room like this.
Cig.
Yeah. Well, it was just enjoying a cigarette and just pondering their thoughts and maybe discussing something and just taking it in.
That's nice.
I thought that was amazing. I mean, I'm not a smoker, but I wish I was in that case.
Yeah.
Be able to do that. It seems like such a nice thing to be like, just to take it in.
Like just having that room that's just like your space that's cool like that. Like I would love that. Like there's some loft I like right now. It's like, I think it's $1,000 for rent a month. And I'm really thinking about it.
Here in Joplin?
Yeah. I applied actually today for it, but it's just like the coolest.
It's on Main?
It's on Main. I'm trying to think of the address.
Is it by Red Onion?
Hurley's Heroes. I think it's upstairs of that.
Okay,
it's got like vaulted up ceilings.
Nice.
It's got like exposed brick. It's like redone, nice. Like, I mean, it's just like the nicest area, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for. Like just have that MySpace, have a badass QLED 8K TV in the living room, watch cool movies, but just have it to where it's my space. And I can come home and relax and know that I can just pass out here.
Yeah.
So.
Our generation is like that, I think, because I can't stand houses that are cluttered. Like, I can't stand.
I can't
small.
do that. Yeah.
No, I want everything open. I think that's why barn dominiums are super popular.
They are so cool too. I would
lofts like you're talking about, real like vault, like this room, vaulted ceilings.
And what's so cool about that though is that to each entrance of the bedroom is like this window pane sliding doors that come like this.
Oh, nice.
So it's just like see through. I think I'm bleeding right there.
What in the world?
From earlier, I think it was. But
that's cool. I hope you get it.
I know, I do too.
That'd be sweet.
Who knows?
Does it overlook Maine?
Yeah, it does.
That'd be awesome.
So it'd be a very cool little place to see homeless people out there having sex. I cannot wait for that.
Get him.
Oh yeah,
get him.
I'm sitting there up there like, yeah.
I thought it was a guy.
Yeah. This is good stuff.
No, Colin. Yeah, it is. Colin Crossland used to live above 609.
See, I've seen him on Twitter talk with you a lot. So, like, I don't know the guy at all, but
you don't?
They're always exchanging. And I think him and
very
Trevor Burrow.
Oh, yeah, Trevor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all.
Trevor is very active. Colin's very active on Twitter.
Yeah.
Trevor is very active in the sense of politics.
Yeah, he really is.
Yes, he's very passionate. And
he is so conservative. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm joking. He is not going to way whatsoever.
He's going to tweet a storm at you.
Who is this guy?
Colin's just interested in stuff. He's an interesting guy.
Trevor, I think I met Trevor actually the first night I came over to your house because Casey, Trevor, and Alex and I came over there for just a little get together, and that was a wild night. But I had met Trevor that night, and he was super quiet that night. Just kind of kept to himself.
He's very introverted,
and it was a weird night, but it was a good night though.
Yeah.
And then I think I've met him a few times since then. But
I mean, of all of Casey's friends, I used to say that Trevor would probably be his best friend.
Yeah.
Like, especially growing up. I don't know how they are anymore, just because of getting older and girlfriends and stuff. But Trevor's been around a long time with Casey.
Really?
Like, those two, dude. Those two go way back, and they mesh so strangely. Like,
yeah,
it's like just when you have one person that acts one way, and you have another person that acts one way, but when you put them together, like they react,
and it's just like, what in the world?
It's just like, who are you?
Yeah.
Too. That to me, that's Casey and Trevor. Like, what comes out of you two?
I think you were there with Trevor, but at Casey, like old little like that white house he had that was just like that living room and kitchen like mixed with like two small rooms, like up in like the Forest Hill type thing. It was like off the road
on the hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hill House.
Yeah, the Hill House.
Yeah.
That was something else.
I love the Hill House.
I did too actually. And I'm not sure why he left there. He shouldn't have left there. But,
Casey's made a few mistakes in his past, and it's funny. It's not funny, but it's like you look back.
It's actually hilarious. But
it sucks because there's two I can think of that I'm like, man, I wish you would have not made that decision.
Yeah.
One of them was moving from the Hill House. Like I think he would agree with that. Like, he had it good up on the Hill House. It was isolated. It was.
Well, no, wasn't there like some like home that was like down like the same road to him, but they were never home or something like that? I don't know what it was.
There was a house that was vacant.
Yeah,
it was dilapidated and whatnot. But then just over the hill was Bud DeBusk, which has been DeBusk's dad. Okay. And Bud's like an old fucking genius, dude. Dude, you got to see his garden. Like his garden is full of like old refrigerators that he's made into raised beds. Like he made his own greenhouse, and he made his own greenhouse with a fire stove.
That's impressive,
dude. He's a genius, dude. He's like a strange eccentric genius that just builds stuff out of stuff. Really cool guy. But anyway, he lived over the hill from where Casey was. So it's like he has access to Bud all the time. And then Ben was his landlord. So it's like, that's amazing. Easy. Yeah, that's amazing. But yeah, that was one. Dang, I hope that doesn't.
I think I was there one time, and a bird, he had some bird, right?
He had a little starling.
Yeah, and he would always it just would keep just popping up like just right here on me. I'm like,
oh really?
Hey, little birdie, yeah.
He was gonna train it. I think he was working up to falconry. I think he was gonna give falconry a shot with Tucker and them.
Oh yeah, because he does that and like makes little headdresses, or I'm not sure what you call them, like
hoods.
Hoods. Okay.
Falcon hoods or hawk hoods or hoods.
That's
how you transport
niche
them.
Type thing right there.
That's how you transport them. Like if you put them in a car, you got to put the hood on so they don't freak out. So it's just like it's like blinding a horse, like you put the horse on and they don't know.
And there's like whatever.
They're super calm. Like Tucker in the back of his Tacoma has a whole setup to where he has like perches where birds can sit on, and you can literally take a killing machine falcon thing, put it on there and drive around. If it has its hood on, it just sits.
It just chills.
It just chills.
That's nuts.
And then you pop that hood off and it's like time to kill.
We have just civilized all of these killing machines.
Kind of. Falconry is strange, Falconry, like, the way I understand is that you keep them kind of starved. You kind of keep them hungry so that they stick with you. And sometimes they eat too much and they just fly off. So like you could have a bird and train it and spend hours and hours and hours with it. And if it's just a little bit overfed, it's just like, see you later. I don't need you.
I'm out.
Yeah. And I mean, I've heard tons of stories like that. But also I think birds, they imprint. So if you get them as young chicks and raise them, then I think they imprint on you, and then maybe they would stay with you. I don't know. I'd have to ask Tucker. I don't know. I thought about it. I bought a textbook to start falconry, and then I realized like how much time it was going to
Let's go buy a bird.
Tucker just said one of his buddies broke the record for selling the world's most expensive bird to a Saudi prince for like, I don't know,
$4 or $5 or
it's 1.2 million or something stupid.
That's nothing.
Yeah, for
to a Saudi prince.
Well, they're big into falconry.
Are they really?
Oh, they love it.
They just
you ever seen those pictures?
At anything?
The picture, like the quintessential picture of a Saudi prince to me is a guy sitting in the middle of fucking nowhere that has like an oasis around him with like an umbrella made out of silk, and people are like fanning him. And what's he have in front of him? 2 big cats, probably like a tiger and a lion, and they're just like chilling and they're getting fed. And there's always like a perch with a falcon that's like, a $1.2 million falcon, and they're just hanging out in the desert like, this is cool. What should we spend our money on now?
$1.2 million off of selling a falcon.
Something like over $1 million, but it's a very special breed of falcon the special breed and a special color and all that kind of stuff.
Making money off just like the craziest things. How about NFTs right now? That is
nuts. NFTs. Do you know what the Bored Ape Yacht Club? Okay, so most people don't know, but
I have a few of them actually.
Do you really? Which ones?
I have none of them actually. I wish I did. Let's say that.
Yeah, me too. I have some Cardano Crocs.
Do you really?
Uh-huh. They're not as cool as Bored Apes,
but they're still Crocs though.
They're cool. Like we'll see. I just tweeted this earlier today. I was like, I have so much riding on the success of Cardano. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if it does bite the dust, like it's just gonna be like, ow! Like, it just might as well kick me in the nuts as hard as you can.
I have so much on Euro Shiba right now. It's disgusting.
Shit.
No, I think I put
you were chasing those little meme coins for a while.
Stupid meme coins, Matt. I've made probably a few grand profit off of those.
If you stick
just
with
random stuff,
yeah,
it's going to happen at some point. Some meme coin will shoot up.
Yeah,
0.000005, right? And I'll be a trillionaire maybe. I think at that point.
Oh, dude, the one Shiba trade that was $8,000. They bought for $8,000.
$8,000 and didn't touch it for a year in a month is now worth what, $8 billion or no, $10 billion.
something billion. It's worth $1 billion.
Hey,
dude.
that's off
Multiple
a shit coin.
billion.
That is a shit coin right there.
That's the biggest fluke of all time, dude. There's no fucking way in all of human history that Shiba was supposed to be added to Coinbase and all that shit. Like, that's insane. That's
That's my thing with that, is just find these meme coins that mean nothing, that have some view or some point of like direction behind it, and just get involved. I mean, I'm not sure why you don't do that. Just throw $25 into something.
See,
like, hey, you know what? Just do that. That's nothing. Like, I can lose that right now. I could honestly lose $100 right now.
right.
So that's what I'm doing. So I've been just throwing it at different coins, and let's hope for the best.
I used to be against that kind of stuff, but it's proven me wrong twice. With Doge, I told people not to buy Doge, and then I overlooked the stupidity of mankind and then lost out a ton of money there. And then same thing with Shiba. Like,
but
why would
but you're a smart
Shiba?
guy though that is so invested in this kind of stuff that gets it right,
but not smart enough to see like the moves ahead of like, whoa, wait a minute, I can take advantage of like, you are all gonna buy. I should have. Okay, so back in the day, I was at Meat Torito and Galena. And Doge was catching on.
I love that place.
Love that. Love Meat. Shout out to Meat Torito.
Yeah.
And Doge was catching on, and I remember walking by a table of, no offense, some blue collared good fella boys. Right,
real blue collar,
yes, good fellers, and they were talking about Dogecoin, and I remember being like, "What in the fuck? How are they talking? How do they know anything about Dogecoin?
Do they know about it? They were like, hell yeah, Dogecoin, or they were like, man, this is some stupid shit." I'm like,
they were talking about it. I don't remember what they were talking about. I don't know if it was good or bad or whatever, but they were talking about it. They were aware of it, right?
Yeah.
And they had Robinhood, and I didn't put all the pieces together of like, dummies with money are getting influenced by the billionaire, and they all have on-roads. They all have access ramps to get this. There's no, remember how often you text me about DEXs? And it's so complicated to find a fucking DEX, get the code, find the coin, swap the coin. Like,
I finally learned that though on my own, but still that took fucking forever.
Yes, but once you get it, you get it. It's no big deal, but it takes a while, dude.
Yeah.
To learn MetaMask took me a while. But these guys on Robinhood, it's literally click, click, click. I got it. I didn't put that together. I should have been like, oh my God, the masses of dummies are about to dump their life savings into Doge.
And
it's going to go from not even a penny
to 76.
To 70, almost $0.75. And I just didn't, like, I was like, who in their right mind would ever do? They all did it. Oh my God. They all did it. So I can't write off meme coins anymore. I used to.
Yeah.
And I don't play them like you do, but I watch them, and maybe I would play one if I thought it was good. But there's just too many good projects that it's like, this is a very highly likely of a win.
Yeah.
You know, which I'd rather, like, if I'm gonna spend $100, like, I'm just gonna buy more Cosmos, more Polkadot. People don't understand proof of stake, and I wish they did, because it's literally passive income.
Exactly.
Like, you buy the coin, you stake the coin, and you forget about it.
Yep.
And
don't touch it.
No,
it just keeps going.
No, do you work your life? Like I think I was telling Adam Anderson the other day. Good. Like, it's very sweet.
Wow, it's very sweet, but
right,
it's really
got
good though.
A hint of vanilla in it.
Yep, that's what it was.
A little bit of vanilla.
Vanilla.
I like rums with vanilla, but Casey got this for my birthday a while back. Probably my 30th. So it's aged a couple more years.
Aged a few more years.
Yeah, that's right in the middle of the pandemic. God.
How much did you drink during the pandemic? More, less, or the same?
More for sure.
Oh.
But it wasn't that much to start with. So like, I'm not a real big drinker.
Me either.
Now, what I did do is I ate a lot.
You ate a lot?
Oh yeah, because I learned how to make sourdough.
You did. You went through that phase where you were always making bread and whatnot.
Yeah, so I'd make a loaf every other day, and Kelsey and we'd destroy it. And so we put on, if you want to do a little research, you want to do a little creeping, go to my Facebook and go to Christmas 2020 and check out the picture of me and Kelsey. Like, that is the fattest two fucks on planet Earth, dude. We were swollen little fuckers back. I mean, Chris LaTurner, you know Chris LaTurner.
Yeah.
Messaged me. Oh, he is the bartender at Red Oak for the long time. The old man.
Oh yeah.
He messaged me and he's like, "Wow, you two been eating good, huh?" And it's like, oh shit.
That's a worse.
Chris is calling me out. You know, like if he's calling
fat fucks, yeah.
I mean, Chris Wood is very blunt. Like, he's like a child. Like, he will tell you the truth and not feel bad about it.
Really?
Which is why people love him, because he will just tell you the truth.
Time to take this jacket off.
You getting hot?
Getting a little hot. Getting a little
Peyton,
toasty.
you got the heat on out here.
Yeah, I should throw up. Had on backwards. But
Did you always used to wake up early to work out? I didn't think so.
Well, I didn't. With Downstream, I would go after work with Alex and Casey both. But here lately, though, like the last 3 weeks, I've had this sudden urge to just get up and get going.
Like you're waking up early, like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Or earlier.
Well, I don't sleep ever anymore. I feel like I have these weird nightmares right now that just keep happening. It's like the oddest thing in the world. But anyways, it like that mean nothing though, right? And so I'm like, you know what? It's 5:30. I'm already up. I might as well just get up and work out. So that helps out a lot. But like at the same time though, like I just know me. I can get shredded as fuck in like probably 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah,
so it's like, why not do it?
Yeah,
let's just have fun with it.
Right.
So
if you're running 7:45 miles, that's fast, dude.
And I weigh 205 pounds. I'm not in shape right now, hardly at all. But
you look solid, though.
Dude, I've been having fun. I've been having a lot of fun here lately. Like working out.
Yeah.
I'm just. It feels good, man. It feels good, like to be like really active in life instead of just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna do this and then kind of just chill back and not do it. Now it's like a whole different mindset. So I've been having fun.
So what's your vision?
My vision is, this is my vision that I've been telling people is to move to Arkansas in probably 2 or 3 years. That's my goal. I love Arkansas so much. Northwest.
Okay.
And we're lucky enough like to be just right there by it, right? Because
45 minutes.
Like the rest of it just sucks, right? But that part's fun. But
true.
My goal is.
Ever been to Little Rock?
Is to have like, it's very fun.
Little Rock?
Yeah, I like it.
Never been. Every time I drive by, I'm like, all I can think about is Clintons. Clintons came from here.
Fuck them. But anyways, though,
we're dead.
Yeah, we are dead right now. But yeah, I want to own some rentals, and cool. I'm 24. So the goal is by 28 to 29 to have. I don't know. I'm not sure what's a feasible thing, but like 8 or 9 rentals. I don't know.
Yeah.
I said 10 at first, but I'm not sure if that's doable. So I've been contacting some people in the area that own rentals, own real estate, and that kind of stuff. I've got 3 that I'm meeting with. 1 hopefully this week, 2 next week, and my goal is to get 5 people down and get their information and know what like my first step is, and then go from there. And I just want to just do that. You know, I don't want to always be working for someone, you know, like you're doing right now. You're just off on your own, like your own boss, your own business. That's my goal. Yeah, so that and selling real estate. It's like the more I've thought about it, like I obviously still want to sell real estate, but like I think I would have more fun owning real estate and flipping things and that kind of stuff than I would selling real estate, because that's a hard job.
It is.
It's not an easy job, and you are tied to the board. I mean, you are working for people hard. It's not easy. You're at home with your family,
making calls
9:30 at night, and you're getting phone calls about some buyer who's pissed off about this in the contract. It's just like, do I want that, or do I just want to just buy houses, flip them, make some profit, and just keep doing that?
I will say this. First off, amazing vision. I love it. I will help out in any way I can. Second off, because I have a lot of friends in real estate. Second off, the 2 guys I follow on YouTube, Grant, I don't know, you know Grant.
Yeah, I know Grant.
And who's the guy with the purple hair?
I've seen him, but I don't watch his stuff.
Okay, so both of them were real estate agents that started there and then bought their own properties, and now they probably have over 100 properties at this point.
Dude, that's a dream right there, man.
So what I was just going to say is that if I were to get into real estate, I think the first thing I would do is get my license so I could bypass all the bullshit that I have to go through and just be my own do my own paperwork. You get the first listing, you know, like the listings come up and it goes through you. Yeah. Like you're just like, nope, I'm taking that one. That's not even going to make it to market. I'm going to buy it. And then you do all your paperwork and you move on. Like, dude, I think it's well worth it,
and I have a great job right now. I work with great people. I'm I'm set up in my job right now, like making
saving money.
Oh yeah,
good.
I've got a few grand in my saving account right now.
You need to get into crypto, bro.
I do. I know. Well, I mean, I've been throwing like hundreds here and there at like
on Rocket.
Yeah, seriously on that,
dude. But no, you need to get into the stable coins.
Yeah.
Put in the stable coins.
I'm not sure how much I have in Bitcoin right now. I really don't know how much.
Probably 100 Bitcoin.
Probably like 98.
It's good. It's good. It's not great, but it's good.
But yeah. So no, I mean, I probably should. Ethereum, I've got a lot more in that than I do probably Bitcoin, if I'm being real with you.
Do you have a full Ethereum?
Not yet, no. I could, but I just haven't made that push to have that. But anyways, I'm just like, now it's to the point where I've got a job now where I can just kind of just throw money at different things, and like real estate's where I want to be throwing money at, I think.
That's good, man.
And so I've already had a few people like hit me up like, hey, you should come work here. This is what we do in our group, this and that. And I'm like, you know what? I've got a good job right now. I don't want to like put full time into that, but you know, but I don't know. It's just like I'm in like a weird phase where I'm trying to move out, trying to start this. You know, I've got a good job, but it's fun though.
Yeah,
it is fun. So
what's going to happen when you get your license?
I think what I'm going to do is just two things could happen. I could, you know, take a job with like a company, right? Or I could just put it on reserves or do it on the side. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And that's like what I'm talking to someone this week about, actually.
Right.
Like that plan.
You probably have to kind of like take the temperature of the water, like of your own job. Like if you're just slaying it at the car lot, why leave? You know,
dude,
like,
we have 3 salesmen there.
Yeah, just cruise through that season. Especially if you're just raking in the money.
Dude,
if it's slow, then, you know, maybe adjust your
there's
sales.
Like 3 months of the year that's slow, and I've been there for almost 3 months now.
Right.
So it's like it's about to like.
I would imagine that the slowest 3 months
leave.
would be December, January, and February.
Exactly. So it's like and I'm doing well right now too. So
Yeah.
it's like, why leave and then just not do that? So I'm like, you know what? I should stay put here for a while at least, for a good while.
Yeah, if it's not
for
bad.
a few years, and then
but
maybe
like you said earlier. Oh, it's there. Like you said earlier, like don't get comfortable, right?
Yeah. Like don't get comfortable.
Not for too long. Like
not for too long.
See, I have a trouble with that because Kelsey is such a comfort bunny, I don't know if that's what you want to call it. Like she loves comfort, and I'm like, I want to be uncomfortable, but not really. Like I also want to be comfortable.
I think there's a clear line with wanting that. I think it's good to be in a place where you're pushing yourself, but in a place of career, in a place of making yourself a lot better. But you know, like coming home to like your wife, you want to
some sort of stability,
comfort. You've got to have that at all places.
That's what Jordan Peterson talks about with like having one foot in chaos and one foot in order. In order, right? Absolutely. So it's not, you're not so much so like, how am I going to pay my bills?
If you're in chaos, you're freaking the fuck out. If you're in order, you're just doing nothing with your life. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
So,
have you read his book?
12 rules. 12 rules. It's in my Amazon book.
You need to read it.
There's actually 4 books. There's a Rich Dad Poor Dad. There's his book. There's
that's a great book.
A few other books, and I need to buy them.
Rich Dad Poor Dad about real estate. Buy that fucking book.
Yeah,
that's all he talks about is real estate.
Should.
How to not use your own money on real estate, just to use debt the whole time to buy real estate, until you get to a point where the income takes over the debt, and then you become wealthy,
a billionaire.
Dude, I like that book. I listened to it on Audible. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. It taught me a lot. And then I listened to his book, Robert Kiyosaki, on Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then I started listening to his YouTube show, which he would just. It's kind of like, it's almost like a question and answer radio show. So he would just be like, how do you do this? Or what do you think about this? By the way, Robert Kiyosaki, huge fan of Bitcoin, like incredible.
Is he really?
Oh, dude, he's like, when it drops to X number, he's like, I'm going to back the truck up and get as much as I can. He's into silver and stuff too, which I've never been a metals guy.
Yeah, me either.
But crypto, he's a big believer into crypto. You just can't. I don't understand.
He's older, isn't he? Like 50,
he's quite a bit older, but
like it's kind of odd that he's so far into.
Dude, that's my favorite thing about him is that he's an older guy. He's made his bones, in the real estate market. But 1, he passes along his information, and 2, he remains in this very flexible and open mindset. So he's open to things like Bitcoin. He's open to things like the metaverse. He's open to those sorts of things.
The metaverse is something else.
And so when he talks about his philosophy of life, like. It's amazing. Like, it's inspiring. It's like, oh man, I want to be like him when I'm that. I don't want to get like in a rigid, like, this is how it's supposed to be, I love the guy. Anyway, good book.
Yeah.
I would definitely highly recommend it.
It's wild, man. We have the metaverse going on. We have cryptocurrency.
Have you been on the metaverse?
NFTs. Huh?
Have you been on the metaverse?
I made an account on
Decentraland?
Yep. And I've got like some avatar in there, and that's all I've done.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll be honest. That whole thing is just honestly I don't know.
Did you see Ready Player One?
I've not seen that yet.
Did you read the book?
I've not read the book.
Son of a...
Why is it good?
Well, it's just about.
It's just like it.
It's the metaverse before the metaverse. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Like they don't call it the metaverse, but that's what the metaverse is. you know, probably going to be.
Wow.
But, you know, I actually, cheers. Thanks for being here, man.
It was very fun. Yeah.
I was so excited.
Dude, I was nervous. And it's just like what I've been saying, put myself in like this weird spot where, you know what, just be in like a state of just not knowing. That's fine.
To be honest, I'm nervous before every show as well. Like, even with you, you're a great guy. You're a good speaker. You're funny. We're good friends.
I am hilarious, but I feel like I've been kind of just like so like chilled out and like nervous for the show that, you know, I haven't done much.
I'm always nervous these things fucking bottom out. You know, we get to a point where like, what do we talk about now? I hate that, dude.
But
and it's
I think
happened
we'll
before.
both know though, like, hey, I think it's time to just wrap it up.
Maybe sometimes. Well, every time that I've ever
right now.
Anytime I've ever come into contact with it, I just push through it, and then usually we get to a different plane. Like,
oh my gosh, think of a podcast with you and me and Casey Cypher.
Oh well,
I don't think that would be less than 3 hours.
I was gonna text you that. I was gonna say next time we'll do a trio. Like,
oh my gosh.
Casey can be here, and Dr. Hill can be here too.
Dr. Motherfucking Hill.
And we can just make it a wild. I need to get one more of these mics. I need to get one more. Speaking of that, we can have a 4-way. I've never done a 4-way.
I've got a concert coming up in like March 19th or something like that. It's on a Wednesday or Thursday. And since Alex lives in Casey, he's thinking about going. But it's
going to Coheed Cambry.
No, it's a metal concert, but that one I'm going to as well. And since he's probably going to it, I'm gonna buy his ticket. If you want to go,
you buy my ticket.
I could probably.
No. What is it?
I'd buy it. It's Def Heaven, my favorite band right now. Def Heaven.
Def Heaven.
DEAF Heaven. My favorite band right now. It's like it's a metal band, but metal fans hate him or hate them because like they're so rock like.
Doctors
hate him. Doctors hate him. Women love him.
Yeah, like this.
But no, this is like no. I probably would play like third.
What songs did I play?
Play like that third song right.
This one. Sunbather.
Yeah,
8 years
play
old.
That. Oh my gosh, play that. That's my favorite one of my favorite albums of all time.
Okay. This is gonna be in Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Bro,
no.
Let's make a weekend out of it.
No, it's not in Casey. It's like right. It's Bonner Springs, I think.
Let's make a weekend out of it.
It's on a Wednesday.
We'll get up there.
It'll be a long weekend.
We'll get an Airbnb. We'll go up a day before. We'll go out and get some good pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah.
I was thinking tacos or something like that. Or steak. Yeah, this is something else.
Did you headbang to this?
Dude, I've ran to this song. Every single time I run is this song right here.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, but anyways.
Oh, this is a whole album.
The whole album. So it's like rock music, but he also screams a little bit.
It's pretty punkish to me.
Punkish,
it's like like that
drums.
Drum
Yeah.
tempo is like pum, pum, pum. Like that to me is very punkish. You know, I guess
there is some YouTube page that basically like their page is all about making fun of them because they're just
really?
yeah it's just a band that like it's like they're metal but like but I don't know but I love them to death though to death.
To deaf.
Yeah, to Def Heaven. Hey. So, but no, I'm pumped for it. It's my first concert since Smashing Pumpkins, and that was like 2 years ago.
Oh, right before the
COVID. Yeah. Oh, I said it. Shit, we're gonna get Clinton's right here.
DEA is gonna kick in that fucking door.
I went to a concert with Alex 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Block Party.
Oh, cool.
My favorite band of all time. So that was very fun. But anyways, I think
that's what it's called. Block Party.
Yeah, they're like they've got probably what's the band magazine?
What? 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I've never seen a YouTube video that's 15 years old, dude.
Really?
That is literally the oldest YouTube video I have ever seen. What?
But yeah, they have arguably like the best.
Is this a real one? Is this one of the Block Party?
Top one is more of like their sound probably. Okay. That's like their new stuff. But yeah, that is like the pinnacle of indie right there. They have the best indie album of all time.
This is what you play in the background for a skateboard video.
Mm-hmm. We're sitting there jerking off. I do the same thing. I mean, I don't do that.
Yeah, right.
Is this
best skateboard
PG
video
or
ever.
PG-13?
Yeah. This is rated G for Pixar.
Good.
No, I like that. I like that sound. That's like very.
It's very, I don't know, just like you want to just
it's
headbang,
fun.
But you like
want
to punch someone, but also kiss them at the same time. So like the same time you want to.
Like, there's going to be some hot chicks at this concert.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? This at the block party.
Yeah.
The deaf one, I don't know.
I'm very scared, honestly.
Yeah, dude, I don't.
Freaking the fuck out.
Whoever
actually.
you meet there are going to be very suspect. But block party, like, these chicks are hot. They kind of have their life together a little bit.
I wouldn't say that, but
they're on their way too.
They're on their way to. That's the biggest
too.
thing.
Now, deaf. What was the other one? Deaf
heaven.
Deaf heaven. They might be like spit in my mouth or something. Like, you don't know about these
Again,
girls.
we're all about that though.
I'm into it.
I'm into that.
If you need me to do it, I'll do it.
Cheers. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. You want to go ahead and
Cheers.
cut this for a second? I'm drunk as fuck.
We'll be back after these messages. That's cool. One of the things I would like to do in 2022 is go to a dance festival.
EDM. I would love to go to one. And would you pop Molly? Would you pop any psychedelic? Because that is obviously like
I would pop Molly if I could test it before and prove that it wasn't fucking fentanyl. And I'd take anything else, yeah.
That's what's so scary about all of these.
It's bad. It's really, really bad.
Hallucinogenics is just like the fentanyl in it, or
well,
what is it? Well, it's not just that, but like, what am I taking?
Yes.
So some sort of like, I'm always open to stuff. I have not done anything like that.
Yeah.
Very long time.
Scout's honor.
Yeah, but you know what? I would love to learn. Like, hey, what am I doing this for?
Well, you're at a dance festival. Like, drug of choice at a dance festival is MDMA.
Exactly.
But I mean, I know like a lot of these dance festivals actually have testing centers. Like, they're like, bring us your substance.
Really?
We'll test
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's cool, and it makes it safer. And
well, just think though, if all these kids or young adults are taking these drugs and dying from them at their festival, they'll never happen again.
It's the #1 rated death of people between the ages of 24 and 35 or something like that.
Is taking drugs at
fentanyl overdoses.
Golly.
It's the #1 killer. I forget what surpassed it, probably like car wrecks or something, but like fentanyl overdoses are the #1 killer. I could probably look it up real quick. But yeah, that's not.
At the same time, though, I wouldn't need a drug like to have a good time, but
I wouldn't either, but also I wouldn't mind one. Fentanyl overdoses. I don't know. Just that's what I would type in. Overdose death rates.
Speaking of on it, I'm about to buy a whole shipment of just on it stuff. I think.
Oh, let's do it. I'll do it with you.
Like $400 or $500. I'm just gonna dump into it and just do it.
I'll do it with you. I need to order from them.
I want some kettlebells again. I want to get all that.
Fentanyl overdoses killed more people 18 to 45 since 2020 than COVID. Well, no shit.
Yeah.
COVID hasn't killed that many people. It has. I mean, I don't know. But I would say fentanyl's killed a shitload more. It's the #1 killer between that age group. I don't know. Nuts. 20s and 30s, 20s and 40s, somewhere in there. Yeah, not fucking good. Because everything's laced with it, and people are popping opioids, they're popping the hydros and the oxys and everything. That's why I don't do that kind of shit, because
damn, I look good. I look good right there in the camera.
I told you. See how you're nice and lit. You're little.
With the stash though.
Oh, you not like it?
What's
wrong with the stash? Hang on, man. Don't.
I'm not gonna do it.
You feel like it?
I'm feeling it.
Get rid of that thing. You look like you have a muskrat across your face.
Whoa, that was rude.
Oh, cute one. Cute muskrat, but
no, it's okay. But
I actually really
this
like
is my thing though. Is like
I'm joking.
Grow this out.
I'm joking.
Big time. And that night I just shaved it all off.
Oh, the
but
whole
the
thing.
stash.
The whole
and
thing.
Keep it for like maybe 2 days, and then it's gone after that.
Okay.
It's like the same routine every single time. So
every year you do it on New Year's.
Every 2-3 months. This is how it is.
Okay.
I shave all this off. The beard's gone.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture with you with a beard.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's a beard.
I've never seen any facial hair on the
I say it's
sides.
a really noble attempt of having a beard. It's just too thin right here. It's not thin, but it's like not as much. Yeah, these damn cheeks.
Just let it go.
But yours really isn't on the cheeks. Yours is like a
lower
beard.
I shave the cheeks, dude. I shave those cheeks.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Let it go.
I've been thinking about shaving my head. In fact, one of my most popular YouTube videos, ironically, is Casey shaving his head on New Year's.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know how many thousands of views. And
out of all of them, it's that one right there. You're like, I put so much blood, sweat, and tears into my fucking YouTube.
Well,
and
I did.
What's the most?
I did notice that today that the documentary that I did over J.W. Wright had like 33,000 views.
Oh
like,
my gosh!
I was like, what the fuck? When did this happen? You know, like I haven't been paying attention, and so I clicked it, and I was like, dude, there was like probably 30 comments. So I was impressed. Like it must have caught on somehow in like a community. Like someone had to have shared it.
Who was this over?
J.W. Wright, who's a black
Is he
belt.
a boxer?
No, he's a jiu-jitsu. Well, he's a jiu-jitsu.
He was something like that. I
black
thought, like
belt.
something, yeah.
But he does like see, there's a JW. This one, dude. Okay, honestly, Studios Beyond Real. If you're watching this, he also did a documentary over JW Wright. It looks so clean. Like I really enjoyed it. It doesn't have as many views as mine, but I think it looks. Look at that.
Next second he's over there. How he got there? No idea.
It's got these nice matte bars. Look at that. Like the color's nice. The composition.
It's nice, dude.
Oh, the composition's super nice. Look, the audio is beautiful, dude.
Look
at that. The nice slow motion, all that color. Like I have nothing. I've liked it. Look, I liked it a long time ago, but I have nothing but good things to say about Studio Beyond Real. Like I've never met the dude, but dude, the guy deserves a shit.
Or the girl.
Now the real beginning. See, first off, my thumbnail is better than his, so that's one thing. But 33,000 views, I'm very proud of it. But yeah, 10 minutes long.
Very technical, very challenging concepts that
we're gonna watch the whole thing
right now. Oh, look,
there's Dr. Hill.
Where am I at?
You've only came to one class, bro.
Oh,
that's my brother-in-law.
That class was something else.
That's Dave, dude. Dave's been on the podcast. It's just down the street.
Really?
It's like 3 steps away.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's JW Wright. See? Do you hear the audio difference? The other documentary's audio is crisp and pure.
Yeah,
this is
really
distant. Because you know why? The fucking audio recorder is behind him because I can't get.
That's why. So
I
it's
can't get any closer to him.
your opponent is usually your deficiency. They do something good.
Anyway, I don't know how we got off on that whole thing, but yeah, 33,000. I was impressed.
The first time I went with you, you were begging me to go. Like, Corey, you've got to go, man. It's like it is the coolest thing ever. Yeah. And I walk into it and like all these people are there and they're in like their geese and they're ready to go. Yeah. And I'm like, this seems a little too much. And I'm in shorts, right? I'm in shorts, underwear, or boxers, and a makeshift gi that they gave me. That's
you showed
like
up for baseball, dude.
Oh my gosh! But I didn't know what to wear, and so they're like, "Yep, this is the advanced class." I'm like, "Oh, I'm fucked." And so so like the first hour is a fucking warm up / workout, and I'm sitting here sweating my ass off. I'm thinking I can't keep doing this. I'm doing push ups. I'm doing fucking jump squats. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is CrossFit. Yeah. And next hour he says, "All right, guys, everyone, gonna keep trading off. We're gonna go at it." I said, "All right, cool. I'm about to beat someone's ass."
Who'd you roll with first?
I rolled first with, I want to say it was Casey or Casey or Alex. It was someone that like I knew that was cool about it. That was like, all right, do this and do that.
Right.
And there was this, I don't want to say who it was or gender or anything, but there was this really, really, really big person. I was like, if I roll with them, they're gonna fucking kill me.
I know exactly.
I am not going that way.
I know exactly what you're talking
and I'm like, okay, just avoid that person at all costs, right? Because they're gonna fucking destroy me. Yeah. But there was this bald guy, and here I'm thinking, there's this bald guy, right? Yeah. And this guy is serious. Has not smiled all fucking time. I'm thinking, all right, this guy's cool. And so I like I'm being cool. Hey, hey, I'm Corey. Hey, I'm like, all right, man, let's go at it.
Not giving you nothing.
First fucking time, he flips my ass. It takes me to the ground. Oh, no. And I'm like, tap. He's like, all right, cool. All right, let's go again. Right. Armbar like that. I'm like, man, like I am obviously like I should not be in this class right now. And here I am trying, and you're just destroying me. Like there's no point of that. And so I'm like, all right, man, fuck you. Let's go at it. And so I just got mad. I'm using just brute strength just to take this guy down. Right. So I was like, wow, that's something else. I was sore. My inner thighs for some reason were sore.
Those hip flexors or whatever.
Yeah, I was like so sore, but it was a good time. It's trying something new, and I love that. And I'm in that phase right now where I'm like, you know what, I'll try something new. So I would love to go back. And just
come back anytime.
Beat this shit out of somebody.
See, I haven't quite been back lately just because of my injury, and I can't do anything. Like when I go, it's just like I'm just like, hey, don't do arm bars and don't do anything on my shoulder. Like I just tell them to try to choke me. Just like try to choke me or try to get a good position on me. Like that's So yeah, but I'd like to get back into it, but also I'm not real sure how to do it because I'm nervous. Like that's
why? Because like you're nervous of like possible.
Dude, that's a big injury, and I do not want to do it again.
What about rehab? Have you even gone through that yet?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. Like it's tight now.
So you rehabbed through a place, right?
Yeah, I went to rehab for a while. Yeah, but I've done my own rehab.
And you've finished that, so you should be fine then, right?
He told me that it takes like to have like 100% recovery. It takes 1 year. Like you'll recover very quick. You will exponentially recover. But that last 5% of your recovery is going to take the full year. It's like when you.
So I would not be messing with that whatsoever.
No, that's why. That's why I tell anybody like, listen, hey, no arm bars and no fucking Kimuras or shoulder shit. Just try to choke me out or pin me with your. We'll just work through. Try to sweep me. Just let's. Generally tell them to flow roll. Just flow roll. Like you get a position, I'll tap. We tap. Do not go for the fucking arms. I can't do it,
bro. Whole podcasting is fun.
It's cool. Not fun? It's cool. It kind of makes me think about one of our previous conversations about relaxing. When in your life do you not have your phone close by you where you're scrolling when you're talking to someone for long periods of time?
Okay, so I've heard my phone vibrate over there or like make like a little small ding, and it's been going off like crazy. Yeah, but it's over there.
Right.
I'm not on it right now, and I'm talking with you, having a few drinks, and like having a great time. Like this is way better than like
this is our board game, dude. This is our board. There's no stress. There's no worry. Like we talk about concerts. We talk about NFTs. Whatever you want to shave your mustache off.
We can too. I feel like when we talk, it's just like it just keeps going.
No, you're very good. You're a very good speaker. Like I don't have to give you much, and then you just go with it, and that gives me plenty to go off of. So it's like the give and take is very, very good. Yeah, there's a lot to
see. Like the thing is when I met you and Casey, I met him first, and something that I realized with him and Alex Hill both were that like
stoic motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, I have never met someone that I can have a conversation with, but they are like, okay, like how do you feel about this, Corey? And I respond, and they're just so like, okay, cool. What that's awesome. Like they just like the give and take is amazing with that, and that's the best thing to have right there. So
see, I got lucky enough. I grew up with Casey. Like, he's my brother, dude.
No way.
Yeah. So I got lucky.
Since when?
Since day one. Since literally.
I don't know that.
Yeah, my brother. I know. But also so I got lucky with him, but also with Alex Hill. It's like that is a guy that literally, shows up in 20% of people's lives. 80% of people never meet an Alex Hill.
Seriously?
I think so. He's such a unique individual a unique and special individual. It's like, dude, to count him amongst your crew
is amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
I mean, he was in full-time college with a baby.
Yep.
With a girl.
Learning
full-time school.
Learn Spanish.
Learning school, work, both full-time.
Yeah.
Having a kid.
And making music.
I mean.
He held private concerts. Or
seriously?
He held concerts, I guess.
Remember that Shed concert in the back of someone's house?
Yes, dude. That was one of the funnest concerts I've ever been to.
It was them, and it was a different band that they play at Blackthorn locally a lot. And I followed them.
Smoky Eyes or Eye Band, something like Venom
Eye Creatures.
Eye Creatures, yeah, Eye Creatures.
They were awesome, man. I think the lead singer went to my middle school growing up, and we had gym class together. And he was like really tall, and I didn't ever talk to him, but he seemed cool, right? And I was, and he was in 8th grade, and I was in 7th. I'm like, this guy seems cool, but I didn't know then that I loved that kind of music, but like now that he plays it, I would have loved be like, hey man, I love this music. Like
you do, that's cool. Like your favorite thing.
Well, I wouldn't say punk, but like more like alt rock,
right?
Punk rock,
I'd call punk rock, wouldn't it? Yeah.
To indie, to like a little bit of metal,
alternative type rock. It's like one guitar, one bass, one drummer.
I don't mind two guitars sometimes, but yes, exactly.
It's like that setup, and then whatever they want to do with it.
So much metal anymore, like this modern is just like the same,
unfortunately,
shit.
And it's the same with country,
same with country, same with all that kind of stuff.
Same with trap, well, not trap, but it's same with like hip hop, country, rap, rock, all that crap. It's all converging into one.
Yeah,
it's a algorithm at this point.
Exactly, but
it's terrible.
But meeting Alex.
Oh yeah,
great guy.
Yes.
And the last year, he's been obviously off in KC and then back here. But anyways, here soon, I'll be seeing him. I can't wait for it. I think he's gonna be in the O show.
See, I got to spend New Year's with him.
Did you really?
Yeah, we got to spend New Year's together.
Where
at Mickey's house. Okay. So he came out. We had a good time. We partied. We drank. We we had a good time. And the last thing I remember, one of the last things I told him, I was like, I'm coming up to Kansas City. Like, if you're gonna be in Kansas City, like, I want to come explore that territory. Like, I want to come up for a weekend when you're not at school, and like, we'll go tear up a bar, or we'll go out.
Let's do that soon.
Yeah, we'll go to a restaurant. Like, I don't know that territory very well.
When you go, and I'll go. I have a friend up there, like, who lives up there, and he has been dying for me to, like,
see, that's what I mean. Like, everyone's got connections in Kansas City. Like, why don't we go claim a weekend to where it's like Friday, Saturday, and we'll drive back Sunday evening and just go. Like, we'll forget our responsibilities and we'll just go explore the territory, whether that's Power and Lights District.
Power and Lights is amazing.
I've never been on prime time.
Me either.
I've been like, when
I've been
no one's
by
there.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've never been
there
where it's like shoulder to shoulder.
Saturday night, you're bumping.
Or like a Chiefs game, like, or they have a Royals game playing. Like, they'll play it on every fucking TV.
Exactly.
They have the big projector where they'll play the main.
I possibly have Chief tickets, not given to me, but for like $55 for next round.
If they win this game,
which they will.
Wow.
Big Ben even came out and said, like, hey, like, we are the worst team in the playoffs, and they will beat us, but we're gonna have fun doing it.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
it's probably his last game, honestly.
Last game, yeah.
Which I'm fine. I hate the Steelers. So
well, I fucking hate them too.
Who's your team?
Rams, and we're in it. So
the Rams.
The Rams.
Interesting. So even when they've gone back to LA.
Yeah, but like the owner's a piece of shit.
Oh, who's
left and basically took all of his cash from St. Louis and deprived them of money.
They moved to LA.
Oh my gosh, he is the shittiest. Him and Jerry Jones are like these shittiest people on the planet. So it's been like so hard to be like, you know what? I'm still a Rams fan.
Yeah.
Anyone in St. Louis fucking hates them, right?
Oh, of course. That'd be the worst.
Because like they took so much cash flow from them, it's ridiculous, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I'll be honest, like I don't know like the whole
millions.
like the whole ordeal, but I do know that it was a huge issue. But I think St. Louis just got paid on Christmas Day, like 800-something million or something crazy. I'm not sure.
Like the town of St. Louis.
Yeah, because they just effed over like the town. Like the owner said, you know what, we're leaving. And for like quite some time, he had been planning this and didn't even contact like the
St. Louis
city.
$790 million agreement to end the lawsuit on the Rams relocation has been paid as December 24th.
Yeah,
yeah, so $790 million. The settlement ended a lawsuit initially launched in 2017.
It's been a long time fighting for it.
Wow. So. Wow, interesting.
I went to Mexico.
Who paid that?
I think
the owner
came out of like the same like the Los Angeles Rams is like maybe overall money. I have no idea.
St. Louis County Chief Communications Officer Doug Moore confirmed that the $790 million settlement agreement agreed upon to end the lawsuit over the Rams relocation has been paid of December 24th.
How much money of that's been given to the people up higher up in the city council right now? All of it. You think that it's been like, here's a bonus for doing this last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where are they going to put $790 million? Which is like probably fucking hilarious in like the grand scheme of what St. Louis is.
St. Louis is huge with huge buildings, but at the same time, that's way less than what $790 million.
Oh my God! Yes,
so
yes.
It's just like
100%. Speaking of St. Louis,
yes, sir.
In March, I went to a tattoo convention in St. Louis, and I went in with the mindset that like, oh fuck, this is St. Louis. This is like really like the highest murder capital rate in the world.
It's scary. Yeah.
It was the best city I've ever been to. I have not met nicer people, and I have not eaten better food than in St. Louis. Yeah. I was blown away by the city of St. Louis. Now, I didn't go anywhere bad, you know.
Yeah, you can go. Don't ever cross the bridge onto the.
I don't know. I didn't cross any bridges. I stayed at the convention center, the Union Station downtown.
Yep.
And the coolest thing ever, dude, was we were at a tattoo convention. So imagine being around the most creative people
in the world,
and you put them all together, and you're like, every other person is more creative than the last person that you just met. Like eccentric creative, like beyond creative, like tattooing their eyeballs and tattoos on their neck, and like they exhibit that sort of energy of like, this is what I do. Like it fit them. Like you weren't like, what the fuck did you do? You're like, whoa, I wish I was that brave, you know. At the same time, there was a bodybuilding competition going on.
Oh my gosh.
So all there was going on in this convention was tattoo, like really unique, strange people to look at. They were all tattooed and dressed like tattoo artists, and bodybuilders.
These beefcakes just walking on through.
Dude, no joke. The largest humans you've ever seen, female and male, like just walking around. And it was very, very interesting. It was a very fun weekend, and I hope to do it this year too, because dude, I had a good time.
I'm getting my first tattoo here soon.
No tattoos?
No, not yet. And I contacted my person here in town.
Is Wade?
Can't talk about it.
What's his name? What's her name?
Her name.
What's her name?
But yeah.
What's her name?
She's awesome.
Let's look her up. Instagram.
And but yeah, so
What's her
I'm
name?
doing that here soon. Well, it's between a few people right now, so I don't want to say someone's name.
Let's look at them. Like, I'll help you narrow.
Well, they both don't have it on their Instagram, so I don't want like
everybody has on their Instagram. I'm gonna have to cut this out. I can't show you my passwords.
Yeah, please cut that out.
Everybody puts
big balls 1313.
How did you know? Everybody has their.
Type in what's that one place in Texas that you went to that did your tattoo? Type that because I have never seen these people before, and I've been dying to. It's just one guy.
It's just one guy.
Well, who are they? Because I would make the trip for a good tattoo.
Joaquin Hernandez. Right? Hernandez. Yeah. Quinn. Joaquin Quinn Hernandez.
I would make the trip.
This is Quinn.
Okay. Yeah. 1,000 followers. Yeah, these look good.
Oh, dude, these are the best tattoos you can fucking possibly get. Like this lion tattoo. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. This lion tattoo is really what sold me. This is a new picture of it. A previous picture that he had taken. But yeah, look at that, dude. The eyes and the detail. I was like, as soon as I saw that,
like, wow.
See, he added onto this tattoo. This lion was originally by itself, and then looks like he added this little lion cub. But when I saw this lion, I was like, I'm getting a tattoo.
So is there a camera that can catch that?
Yeah, it's recording. It's screen recording.
Is awesome.
Yeah, it's screen recording. Yeah, like he's done a lot of lions. Look at this back piece with the.
I want something simple. I don't want like a huge piece yet, but I do want something cool though. And I'm not sure what I'm getting, but I'm getting something on my probably left arm. Then from there, I'll go there. But I'm just in like a weird phase where
look at this.
I've been dying for one for quite some time. That looks so good, dude. The shading on that's amazing.
That is insane. Yeah, sitting down with him changed my perspective of what a tattoo is, and like, I was like, where's mine?
Right on
changed my
right on the arrow.
Changed my perspective of what a tattoo is and what a tattoo. We sat down for an hour and we talked about tattoos, like before we ever did it.
Really?
Probably 2 hours.
Honestly.
Yes.
Wow.
We were like, he was like, this is what I want to do, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. We looked at images for a long time, body placement, and finally, like, I remember. So
where's yours at on your?
It's on my side.
Yeah, on your side. That's what it is.
It's on my side.
Golly.
It was 2 sessions of 7 or 8 hours per session.
Jesus.
But so honestly,
7 or 8 hours of just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you fall asleep?
No, we talked the whole time. The first session was not too bad. It was the body of the bird. The second session was the wings. So they went up, way above my armpit. And there was a couple times where he was shading, and he'd be doing that, and I would be talking, and I would stop, and I'd be like, oh my God. There were a couple times where I was holding my breath. It was so painful. I mean, it wasn't like the worst pain I've ever felt, but it was definitely not comfortable.
Yeah. Worst pain you've ever felt?
Worst pain I've ever felt? God, yeah. Probably, dude, my pec tear is definitely up there.
Really?
Oh, man, it did not feel good. It was like a dull thud. It was like a sounding like a pop, and then just immense amount of pain. Like anywhere I moved, like it was just pain. Like, oh my golly, not good. No, not good. Yeah,
I've had a few bad pains up there. So, well, not. of that. Maybe so.
Like not even be able to take your shirt off. Like I couldn't even raise my arm to take my shirt off. Like I could probably get it that high, and I just had to like one hand it like pulled my shirt off because it hurt so bad.
That's rough,
dude. Did you see the bruises?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh my god, it was.
Those are bad. Like they were purple and black,
yellow,
and
black.
And, yeah, it was like every color.
That's
ever.
blood. That's like blood from
that's
the
like clotted
muscle,
up right there, right?
yeah, coming off the bone and just bleeding everywhere inside of me.
Golly.
Like, oh my god. Probably so, but yeah. What's your artist's name?
I don't know.
What's one of them?
Instagram. We don't have to worry about them though, but.
Well, it'll be cool. What are you thinking about getting?
I think
I forget what maybe Wade Rogers. Wade Rogers is the guy that did this arrow.
Yeah. Is he down or
he's in Joplin?
Joplin.
He does a lot of these body suits, like these Japanese style body suits.
Did some people who have like their legs on do like they look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more into like go back up right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like up and on the right hand side, like that leg looks
This one?
pretty good.
This one?
Or that's a shoulder or an arm. But
You like
that looks good though.
You like this geometric type stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shoulder. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got good shading.
Okay, it'd be so cool. Like
that's on Daniel. That's on Daniel Valentine's arm.
I'm not sure who that is, but
Daniel, he's
cool.
I'll show you. This is Daniel. Daniel's going to come on the podcast soon. He works at Chaos Brewing. Right
Really?
now. Yeah.
I went there a month and a half ago.
Daniel's cool as shit.
2 months ago, and it was really cool.
Yeah, Daniel's cool as shit. So, funny thing about Daniel used to either run or own or both Infusion. Like he was a big part of Infusion. I don't know exactly what his role was. But yeah.
There's got to be some form of like some form of bar that's like really cool, maybe like sort of discreet that not everyone
like
knows about. Sort of. There's gonna be something
around here.
I've been thinking that actually a lot here lately, like because there was that, and I feel like it was popular, but I'm not sure how they were, money wise. But they obviously did close down, so I'm not sure if it was because of income or if it was because of. I don't know.
I don't mean to gossip.
Yeah.
But it's my podcast. So I believe it was something between husband and wife.
Gotcha.
That owned it. That they went their separate ways, and then when they did, it collapsed. That's what I heard.
Okay.
I don't think they were hurting for money. I think they were fucking killing it.
Oh, I'm sure they were, man. I mean, that's a cool bar, and
it was awesome.
That was the only bar in town I feel like that had that proud name to it.
Yeah, I was proud. Like people asked me, like, where should we go? I'm like, go to Infusion. Yeah, I wasn't afraid that they would go there and be like, why the hell did you send us there?
There's got to be some cool like area here downtown that could be turned into like some cool like hole in the wall type cool bar that like people would love to go to.
Well, the building that's right next to this one.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. Yeah.
Well, it used to be, right? It used to be the pizza place.
Yeah.
Galapos, whatever. Montana used to work there.
Jalapeno, yeah.
Yeah. But that used to be cool. And it used to have a speakeasy upstairs. And in fact, I want to say this used to be a speakeasy. This whole Creative Commons.
Really?
Back in the day. Like you would come up the stairwell and then you would drink. You would order your drink at the bar and then you would go to these
there's that bar right there. But I thought that was plugged in after. No, because I was here with Peyton, I think, when he had just bought it and it wasn't like redone yet, and it looked really cool. So maybe it was used as a bar then.
I don't know. We should talk to John Buck about maybe doing a speakeasy.
He's not doing like 9 Lives right now, but also he's like
building the event center outside of Quapaw.
Is he really? Mm-hmm. Over there by Reeves Tire and Auto.
Yeah.
They're under the bridge, that old like botany shop or
the old greenhouse area.
He turned that into like a whole homeless shelter, which is
really?
really awesome. I mean that's what I've heard. He's an awesome dude. I talked to him like a few times here and there. He's he just gets things done, and I think he's running for city something
city council, I think.
Yeah, which would be very cool.
I like John. John's supposed to come on the podcast. He'll come on the podcast.
Oh, he should for sure.
He will. I see him every once in a while. He's a cool guy. I enjoy talking. He's one of those guys that like has so many ideas he can't keep up with them.
Seriously.
And I love that because
I can see that because that's you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We just mesh. I've been to his house and we just start talking. I'm like, I gotta fucking go. Like, we'll talk all day if we're not careful, Yeah. He buys a lot of the beef I sell, which is nice.
Really?
Yeah. It was one time. It was cool. I delivered him probably it was probably 20 pounds of ground beef. And I was like, here you go. And he has this meal prep service.
Yeah.
And so I thought,
so that thing I thought like I could order from, but I guess I can't. It's like I'm not sure what that thing is.
well,
like
there's two of them. There's like
there
a
is.
meal prep service that's like already going.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it operates, but it's like he makes money off of it.
Yeah.
But then there's another whole thing called Gifted Eats.
Gifted Eats. Yep.
And
I've
that's
seen that.
still developing. And that's the whole, like, he'd have to come on the podcast.
You've got to have him on here, like, to just promote all that.
He'd have to
really
talk
cool.
about it because I don't know exactly. But it's pretty much, it's like, I don't know. It's like cooking for your friends with Uber, but you work off donations.
Yeah.
Type thing. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to have him come on and talk about it. I told my mom that she needs to do it because you can charge people whatever you want. So you can like.
So it's basically you cooking, right?
Yeah, you cook and you don't sell because you can't do that because then you get in all this. But you can donate. Kind of like when weed was first like legal, you didn't sell weed. There was a.
Yeah, you could.
What was it called? How did they word it? It was like a expected donation or what? Something like that.
It was something weird like that, though.
It was something weird like that. Like, this is how much we think you should give us, but that's how much you're going to give us.
Yeah.
I think that's how this Gifted Eats works. So like you can cook whatever you want. So like I was telling my mom, like she makes these really good dinner rolls. I'm like, just make dinner rolls and that's what you charge. The cool thing is you can put a quota on it. So you can say like, I'm only going to make 100 dinner rolls a day or 100 dinner rolls a week. And once they're out, and I'm not making any more until the next week. You can charge whatever you want. You can charge $10 a roll if you wanted to, if people paid it, you know. And so it's pretty cool. I don't know where it is in development.
Yeah.
But I know like he had a website. He had a whole Indian team, like India.team working on the fucking website and everything. And yeah, I don't know. We'd have to get him on to talk about it because
Please do.
It seemed cool. It seemed like something that would benefit a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like revolution, like make this motherfucker a billionaire. Like it would be like if you started Uber, you know.
Golly.
If it took off, like I could see it spreading across.
Invest now, and then you.
Oh man, I could see it just spreading across the whole United States. Like it would be in the light of everything that's gone on. You know how many people are doing Grubhub or delivery. Now add in, how many people are driving for Uber. Now put those together and like you cook for people on your app.
That, though. So
like, oh my
basically,
God.
It's like Uber Eats. It's like Grubhub, but it's home cooked meals from people
that
in the community that you know.
Right.
So it's like that is like
revolutionary.
That honestly is because who always wants to have McDonald's? There's people out there that hate cooking so much, but they don't want to have fast food.
No.
Now you've got someone Martha, who's 48 years old, who just cooked like some nice
best pies
lasagna.
In the
oh my
or lasagna,
God.
Yeah, makes the best lasagna in the world.
And here you are eating that, and you're like, this is like a home cooked meal that is right to me. Like that is
revolutionary.
Crazy big. Yeah.
Revolutionary big. Like yes, Uber size big. Like change the world. And he does. I forget what law it is or whatever. The whole how he gets past all the checks of FDA and.
Well, that's hard too because at that point
there's something where he
cook out of their own kitchen to sell.
You can't sell it. It's that donation part or whatever. That's where you get past it. That's where
it is. Okay.
Yeah, you don't sell it. You take donations or whatever. I can't remember the language, but I would love for that to take off.
This is fun, isn't it? Not fun?
I love this.
My gosh.
That's why I've done 62 episodes.
62 episodes.
Yeah, you're number 62, bro.
My gosh.
You can come back anytime you want.
But honestly, think of us four in here.
Oh, it'd be so much fun.
Hill or Cypher right here, and then like the other one over here, and then we're all sitting like this, and we're just like.
Well, my goal is to get new chairs.
Yeah,
my goal is to have the maximum 4, so get 2 more of these facing this way, and then on that wall I want to put a TV.
Oh my gosh!
So that we can watch a fight, we can watch anything. We can whatever's on the computer. I'd love to like have up on the TV. So if you're talking about block party,
what about a fight night?
Fight nights are cool because like Theron and Ryan both want to do fight nights where they watch their fights from the previous week and they break it down. I thought that'd be really cool. The problem is I'm not that good at breaking down fights, so I'm not
either, but
dumb.
But that's what makes you so cool, though. Is you're like, oh my God, damn, man.
Yeah,
nice,
I mean,
like
I would be the common man, and I would just get really
but
sloshed
people
and drunk.
Because, like, people are still the common man. So
True.
there's gonna be so many people hearing this and hearing you talk as a common man, and then you can also like
pull that
help out with that.
Pull that with you. Yeah, I represent the common man. You know, like I admire Joe Rogan, but I'm not Joe Rogan. You know, I try to be.
That man kicks like
I really like that guy. Yeah, I really look up to him. I mean, the whole podcast is based off Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah. I thought to myself, my God, I love listening to this podcast. I listen to every episode. Why don't I do my own?
I feel like if he met you,
a table. I mean, I literally would go to his podcast and I drew it out on a piece of paper and I was like, Joe sits here, guest sit here. There's a camera here. There's a camera here. You know, like I broke it down and I built it like this. I just love that. I love that.
How big was his Spotify deal? Like 50-something million?
100 million.
100 million.
100 million for exclusive for like, it was like 3 years or 4 years. It's not that long.
All it is, man, is just
I just want to know how much Jamie got paid.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. I don't give a shit about Rogan. I know Rogan's, he's got Fear Factor money.
He has money.
I want to know how much Jamie got paid.
Old Jamie, huh?
He deserves at least 44 million.
Maybe 45.
Maybe 45. I love Jamie, dude. Some of my favorite episodes are when Brian Redband comes on because Jamie talks quite a bit more. And Jamie and Redband.
Why is that?
Because Jamie and Redband, because when Redband comes on, it's more of like old school JRE.
Really?
Like totally kicking it. There's no agenda. And they always talk about technology. So this last one when Redband was on, they talked about the metaverse the whole time. They talked about VR chat, NFTs, and Jamie knows a lot about it, dude. Rogan's clueless with NFTs and crypto. Jamie's on the ball, dude. Jamie knows. When he talks about cryptos and NFTs and stuff, I'm like, you know something. You know. You're within the group, you know? There's no one around here.
Was good.
I was talking to John at Zinc the other day about crypto.
Does he own it?
He owns a little. I mean, he owns some. I think I caught him off guard because he's like, you know, you should look into NFTs. I was like, which one? Solana, Cardano? You know,
he was like, oh my gosh.
Like, oh fuck. I go, do you stake?
Have a boner real quick.
I think I left him in the dust. I mean, I felt bad. I was like, don't be afraid. I want to talk to you. But there's no one to talk to about crypto around here.
Except me and my shit coins.
You know a little bit, yeah. Like, yeah. But
I'll be
until
honest,
someone's like...
I don't know as much as you do, obviously. I know probably a quarter, if that, of what you do. But I still follow all of it online. And like the more I see it online, the more I know about it, right? It's like what Gary Vee says. Type in hashtag NFT on Twitter and learn from there. That's where you start.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
What do you think about Gary Vee?
With every big influencer like that, there's always bullshit with him. Okay, but Gary Vee is someone that I feel like that means the best out of them all, and that isn't as much bullshit as you think there. I don't know. Yeah, but still, I think the way he comes across it, I like.
I think he's got good intentions. I think so. He's honestly I think he had so much success so quickly it caught him off guard, dude.
Well, he invested in Twitter early. He invested in what else?
I'm not sure.
Invested in Twitter and Venmo and something else really early on. Okay. So like the major chunk of his change is from that. But then he's just like, go to like a garage sale and pick up these Michael Jordan cards for $5 and then sell them for like $2,000. It's like that doesn't happen though.
No, maybe one time. I watched a antique roadshow video the other day, and the guy had a legit Navajo woven blanket.
How much would that even sell for? Thousands, guaranteed.
The guy in the video, he's like, I don't know if you know what you have, but on a bad day, it sells for $500,000, and then it goes through the whole thing, and it sold for like 1.5 or something. It's just a blanket, but it was like...
That was him, though, or that was like a different show?
No, this is Antique Roadshow, which I've never watched. It just came up on my TikTok, and I watched the whole thing, you know, like where this old guy's like, it's just a blanket that's been in our family for generations. He's like, no, that is literally a Navajo woven authentic blanket.
Can you believe taking a nap on the couch with a $500 million or $1.4 million blanket?
Yeah, dude.
Like not knowing it.
Right. Like I beat off on that.
That person sold.
I blew loads on that 1.5 million.
I had sex right under this blanket and it's 1.5.
Right.
That's
my
a badass
dog
story.
wraps itself up in this blanket at night.
He pissed on it. He took a big old fat shit. Yeah.
I washed it, but it's, you know, No, I mean, I read the comments, and most of the comments were positive. They were like, dude, this guy deserves it. Like, to have that blanket in his family for that long and to take care of it and everything, like, dude, yeah, you deserve it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's like my my great grandparents. They would put like their blankets all off in like the closet, like,
yeah, right.
and they would never even use them. So it's like, I feel like
Unless a guest
that
came
probably
over or
happened.
something.
Yeah,
right.
So
yeah.
that probably is what happened right there. But
yeah, I wish that I had a house that I could host. Like that's one thing that really bothers me.
Yeah.
Like I want to invite people over to stay the night and like give them breakfast.
You've
in the
got
morning.
like a cool little place, though.
I do have a cool place. It's just small, and so
Yeah.
I can't do much there.
Why can't you upgrade?
Because the housing market's fucking insane right now.
Stupid right now.
Stupid insane. Like I'm not paying that much for a house.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And there's
People
just
are
better things
getting
to
bids
invest.
with $15K over asking price.
Oh man, that's around here, dude. Like
My-
other places, it's even more.
I'm trying to think. My stepmom's parents like sold their house on the market for like $25K over asking price.
Yeah.
Cash on the same day they listed 2 hours after it was
That's
listed.
fucking insane. Yeah,
And
that's why I don't upgrade, dude.
And they're already, I mean.
So every time Kelsey and I talk about this, it's like, you know, like, okay, we want to start a family. We want to upgrade to a house that we can do that. That gives us the space to, you know, work on the videos and the media, but also have children, but also, you know, live a family life. But when we start getting into there, it's like, this house is $250,000. This house is $350,000. And I tell her every time, if we're spending that kind of money, we're building.
Yeah,
I'm going to build you give me $350,000, I'm going to build my dream house.
Can't you build on your land? Because it goes back quite a bit.
We
So why not
could.
just build on the back of that and then just demolish a house come time be, or rent it out? I mean, you could really do what you want with it. Because you own so much land going backwards, right?
I only own,
going south.
3 acres.
Is that south?
It's east.
It's east? Okay. Yeah.
3
it's east.
acres going back. I mean,
You could definitely
I
build
think
on
the
that.
only reason is just it's not a good area to build a house like that. I just don't think so.
Why is that?
I don't know. Now you're making me think about it. Like, why don't I do that? Interesting. I don't know.
It's not a bad house, and you could definitely rent it out for maybe $700, $800, $900, and that just goes towards paying off your mortgage. But that's when you have the house built and whatnot. So.
Right. I don't know. I guess
But
I
that's
just never,
definitely more than enough land to do that with, though, dude.
3 acres. I guess I've just never
Absolutely.
thought about it like that. I guess I've never really thought about it for real. I guess you could build back there.
You would just use like that driveway as a little, you know,
Right.
like, yeah,
Be like a dual purpose driveway.
little
'cause there's-
easement right there.
Yeah, right.
Like for them and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a good idea, but
That's
that's if you have like, because building right now is obviously pretty expensive.
Oh, and yeah, exactly.
so-
It's the same with buying. Like, if you're gonna build, like Tyler Morton, bless his soul, Tyler
I'm not
Morton,
sure who it is.
Mickey's cousin,
Okay.
works at Fletcher Dodge,
Okay.
manager. He was building a super nice house. I
Yeah.
love Tyler Morton's house. Love your house, buddy. Love you too. He was building his house in Loma Linda, and I don't know the exact budget of the house previous to when COVID hit and everything, but it was, I would say it's probably $250,000 or maybe $300,000.
Yeah.
But the end cost was north of $350,000 because of the like at one point the builders, like, they just stopped. Like, we're just not building your house right now because supplies are so expensive.
They're so high right now. Yeah.
So expensive. So, I mean, unfortunately, he chose the worst time to build a house. Fortunately, the house is done and now worth more than what he built it for, which is fucking crazy, dude.
I had some friends who built a house on some land, right? And it was their dream home, and it retails for over $45,000 right now. And then they can make that right now. It's just
It retails for over 45, like what they built it for.
Yeah.
That's insane.
45. That's $45K profit in your book. Plus, you can go build something else. It's just,
That's insane, dude.
but yeah, I mean, dude, do that, brother. I mean, it's not like a bad idea, but
It's not a bad idea.
But I'm just saying though, that's something that you can think of. I mean, but I'm sure you've thought about that. I'm sure you've realized.
I have.
Kelsey.
I've thought about it. I guess I just haven't really given like a serious thought to it. Like, because I always picture building in Quapaw. Because
Really, Quapaw is so.
my dad owns all that land in Quapaw.
Where's your elementary at?
Riverton.
Okay, because my grandpa taught there for 30
Where?
plus years in Quapaw
Oh,
Elementary.
Okay.
So
What
I
did he
didn't
teach?
a second through fourth grade, just kind of
Oh, yeah, elementary, yeah.
He taught almost everyone in the tribe. Everyone like a downstream who's in the
Taught John Barry?
All
John
knew,
Barry really went to
all
Osage.
knew Seafuds with. So, yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Interesting.
But wait, so how much land is he owning in Quapaw?
Like 300 acres. That's why I'd rather build on the 300
I would
acres
too, then.
than
Yeah.
the 3.
Absolutely.
So, okay, that's...
I didn't
okay.
know that, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's where I'm... Yeah.
but also, I mean, you own this house, right? Almost?
I own over half.
Over half.
Yeah, over half. I think this house is going to be a rental at some point. It's too easy.
It should be.
You can get $700 out of it a month, and the mortgage
Easy.
is $500. So
It's a two-bed. Yeah.
It's three bedroom.
bed.
It's really 2-bedroom with a kitchen, and it's decent, you know.
Yeah, it
But
is.
yeah, I don't know. I always pictured building in Quapaw because there's 300 acres, and it's just like
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing
there's
too.
so much room. The only thing that I wish is that the house I'm at now has fiber optic internet, 100 gig or 1,000 gig. No,
No
sorry.
shit.
1,000 megabytes, which is 1 gig. Which
So
is
you have no issues with internet,
none, dude. I'm blazing fast, dude.
brother. Oh, let me move in.
Please do.
And I will pay your mortgage.
Please do. Problem is, there's no fiber optic in Quapaw. It's satellite or whatever. But here's this is the poker game I'm playing. Is that I'll stay at this house for another year or two, and in that time, Starlink's going to get up and going. And by the time I go to Quapaw and build a house, it'll be gig speeds from anywhere in the world. So I'll just get Starlink in the middle of Quapaw, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
But don't always bet on something like that, though.
Sorry.
Well,
it's not the end of the world, because even if I could get a couple hundred megabytes,
Yeah.
I'm good. Like whatever. I don't get a gig download. That's fine. But I mean, the technology is going to be exponential over the next couple of years. It's going to be exponential over the next
6 months.
Over the next
seriously.
future, dude. I mean, CES is going on right now, and some of the shit they're releasing is just like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what we came up with during a pandemic. What is going to happen when...
And no one worked.
And no one worked. What's going to happen when we're
happen.
full bore and everything's got... The shipping lines are good to go?
I was telling some friend this. I'm not sure who it was, but I feel like once everything's back to like somewhat normal, right? Because I feel like in the next probably year, you know, I'm not sure. This COVID keeps, you know, it's like the flu virus. It keeps migrating, keeps doing this and do that, you know, doing this. But anyways, though, but once everyone's working again, our technology is gonna fucking skyrocket.
I think it already has.
I think so. I think it's gonna hit like a point where it's just going
exponential,
straight up.
Yeah. So have you experienced the phenomenon where, I don't know if there's a name for it, but like where 2020 New Year's, you're having a great time. I don't know what you were doing, probably coke out of a hooker's ass, but having a great time.
How'd you know?
And all of a sudden it's like 2022. Have you experienced that? That like time dilation of there's so much chaos, there's so much going on, there's so much like.
Trying to think of,
what are you talking about that we're shut down?
For
like, what
2020 for like that next year, or for 2021 that next year? Because I remember
either one. Like, I mean, 2021 for me
2 years
was,
ago. I was doing I remember that, and then that hit. Yeah,
like 2020 is a fucking blur. Like I don't even really know what happened. Like I remember making some bread, listening to some podcasts, and like everything shut down. And we got $1,400.
I had a great year.
It was a pretty good year, dude. Honestly,
$2,800, right? Right?
Altogether.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, 2,800. That sounds right. It was a good. Honestly, it was a good year, and I absolutely love the outcome of what that year gave us.
Yeah.
Which was, it gave us time off, it gave us time to reflect, and it gave us time to rest. And when our generation came back to work, we just said, fuck it. We're not going back to the office. We're not going to work for cheap wages.
Yeah.
And fuck this whole American dream. Like, we have a new dream, and that's just to live a decent life and play games.
Exactly.
And learn guitar and make bread and just
Have
enjoy.
you had a bad last
that.
3 years, honestly, in your own life, like the last 3 years? How has that gone? Good? Like the end of the year, you're like, you know what? Like that year was amazing. Yeah, COVID sucked, but I still had like a great year. I feel like even up to like a month ago, I've realized I've had an amazing year.
Oh yeah.
And like going forward, I'm like, I've had so much fun. Like, let's keep going.
Amazing. Yeah, I feel that.
That's weird though, because like with
bit.
COVID, with this and that going on,
Right.
I feel like,
It's like the best of times, the worst of times type
exactly.
thing.
But I've had a great time though. And
If anything, I've really reflected on like how much I truly have. Like
exactly.
I'm healthy. I got a beautiful wife. Like my home's not as big as I want it to be. It's an awesome house.
But that's a home though. Your
It's
house
a home.
is still very cool, and it's
Yes.
still 2 people right now. You
Exactly.
Still have perfect. And
So as I reflect on that the last couple of years and like hear people's stories from like New York or LA and they're struggling in this, studio apartment and so-and-so got fired and whatnot. It's like, dude, I'm doing just fine.
yeah, you're doing just fine.
Thank you for where we are,
I think right now at this time, right this second, I'm having the most fun that I've ever had in life.
That's awesome. That's good. Do you think it's because of your mindset?
I think it's like this newly found mindset of like wanting to like just work hard.
Yeah.
Because this is wild, but I've never had the thought of like one day I'm having a family, right? Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden I'm like, I want to work hard now. So in the future, if I have, well, I mean, like I will have one, right? But like once that happens, I'll be set.
Right.
And it's like the best feeling ever, knowing that I'm doing what I can right now, right?
Right.
I've been having a great time. It's like I love this new motivation, this new core. It's been fun, man. I've been having a great time.
See,
I've been putting myself out there and talking with people, and it's just like, this is amazing. Like this is what life's all about. Like not getting comfortable, not being like this all the time. Just putting yourself out there. It's just I've been having the best of times, and
That's
it's
awesome.
just it's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think COVID, I think the pandemics and the COVID and the chaos and the lockdowns and everything, like I think more often than not, that's what has resulted in people's lives. Yeah. Some people, obviously, it's like I lost my dad or, I died or whatever, but a lot of people have, those events have shaped their worldview, and they're like, they can see more clearly what is important or what they want or what's not important.
What did you realize from the last 2-3 years that is the most single-handedly the most important thing in your life? Because I've realized mine, and that's straight up family. One day I want to have an awesome family that's super close, have an amazing banging wife, right? But also like is my best friend, but also have kids. Like that's what I want in my future, and that's like my most important thing, right? So, and
you came to that conclusion through the chaos of everything.
Yeah, through like the chaos of it, like having
the
COVID,
unprecedented event,
or just everything, right? So it's just like that's like what I've realized. Like now that it's all back open again, right? Like the world is, jobs are back
There's
open. Now it's like exactly. Now it's like I've got like a new job. It's like just make sure I do what I can now. Get my cash right, get this right. So like in the future, I'm set up right.
Right.
It's been fun. It's been awesome. Fun realizing that what I do want to like that life. And,
right.
And own a ton of houses.
Yeah. So let's pretend you
watch lots of baseball.
You get 10 houses, 10 duplex, 10 multifamily unit houses. Multifamily. Okay. Yeah, I said it right. Multifamily. Yeah. What do you do with your day, your time? Everything's taken care of. Rent's coming in. You got a beautiful wife. You got 3 babies.
Well, at that point, it's like I've got to keep doing more.
What's more? Like you gonna like start another business?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Something. Yeah.
You
see, at that point, I'm not sure.
You're an entrepreneur.
Exactly. You want to fucking have fun and make more money, and then you also go on vacation.
Well, like, would you want to get involved in something like baseball? Like, I don't know how you would, but like, would you buy a team?
No, I mean,
with your 10 houses,
it'd be amazing. Yeah, with my 10 houses. I think my biggest thing is to make money now, so in the future, when I have a wife, she can stay home with the kids. I mean, I want a girl that's like obviously like that can self-support, that can have their own job and like that deal. But I also want like my wife at home with the kids, teach them like how to grow while I'm off at work and doing this and doing that. But I want to make sure that I'm doing what I can to own a ton of property, flip him, have her help out, do that, and
that'd be cool.
Be there for my kids one day.
Yeah,
pick them up from school, drop them off, like that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Be there for like their football games or dance recitals or theater, whatever it may be.
Baseball games.
Baseball games. But yeah, so just I don't know, just just be comfortable, pay off their college, have no debt, and just travel.
That's huge.
Travel.
That's huge.
I think like the first 4 or 5 years of my life with the woman is probably just going to be travel.
Yeah.
Just make money and
internationally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like where would you go first?
I'll be honest, probably Europe.
Yeah.
There is so much fucking history. I had a friend that worked at the Sables Casino.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Caleb, and I think I linked him to you, maybe. Or no,
Yeah,
I
he
told
was
him
the
about you.
videographer.
Oh my
The
gosh,
long-haired
dude!
chick.
Have you seen all of his pictures that he took over there?
That's right. Yeah, I watched his YouTube. I think he was in an Italian cave or something.
Follow him on Facebook because that was
Is
a
it
long
Facebook?
time ago. His Facebook now, the pictures he took for like the last like 4 months of him being there has been just nothing short, or I think it was 3 months, nothing short of just incredible.
Yeah.
I may have to use the restroom.
I cannot remember my fucking.
I'm gonna hold off.
But anyway, no,
Fine.
it's right there. Go ahead.
I'll be maybe
Go ahead.
15 minutes.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh. I hope you're enjoying this, ladies and gentlemen. The first podcast of 2020. Don't close the door. Right there is good. Yeah. First podcast of 2022. Yeah, like I said earlier, with I wrote that today. I was just thinking, of all the podcasts I've listened to, most of them have some sort of foundation, some sort of structure to them, whether it be how they read off their sponsors or, like Charles Hoskinson always says, live and whatever. I can't know. Something about Colorado, always sunny from Colorado, always whatever. It's this rum. Anyway, I thought it was, to get the stability into the podcast a little bit. And well, I guess it's obviously to take the podcast a little more seriously, because this thing started in my bedroom, my bedroom at my parents' house, where Casey and I, got together and just talked on the mics, which is what we did anyway. We just talked to each other, but then we put mics in front of our face. Like before I was podcasting, we would go down to what we call the campsite, which is a spot in the pasture at our parents' house that we used to, it was like our fortress as boys, and we'd have a fire and we'd be down there for hours and hours and hours. And I just turned my phone on record. Like I would just audio record on the phone. Yeah, you're good, bro. And I mean, those were really the first days of the podcast. And I still have those recordings, and they're funny as hell. But, coming from there, sitting around a campfire with your stoned and drunk buddies, just having the phone capture all that, all the way to being in the studio to where it's like, there's a structure to this whole show. There's a show behind the show. There's, a lot that goes into it. I'm reaching out to people that I want to talk to and topics that I'm interested in. So, I don't know. I think the first part of the show was just about establishing some standards and some foundations. So yeah, I appreciate it. And this guy's back. He's a little chilly.
I am a little chilly right now. A little nipply.
It was a little quicker than 15 minutes.
It was a little quicker. I didn't have to beat off, so I'm feeling good though. But anyways,
Weren't that nervous?
Yeah, I was not that nervous. Yeah, I'm back. I think a podcast with, again, us four, but us having like a few drinks would be a great time. I mean, like the best of times.
It would be so much fun. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy another. Like I think my
like this part of it, or just like the mic itself, or both.
Both. Yeah, both.
Okay, but like you have 3 of them right now, though, right?
I have 3. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I just need one more. I can go up to 8 mics. Yeah, I can go up to 8 microphones, which is ridiculous.
That's too much. At once.
But 4. I've done 3. And a 3-man podcast, and those are good. Those are good. I've done a 5 or 6-man podcast. It was the worst podcast I've ever done. We ordered Pizza Hut on the show, and it showed up during the podcast. It was terrible. I don't even know if I posted. I don't even know if I have that. I would like to listen to that. But 4...
Who's on
4
that
would
one?
say, oh God, we did it in the upstairs room of Jacob Fry's old apartment. So there was Jacob Fry, Matt Tyree, a couple of drunk girls, Casey, me, and maybe 1 or 2 other people.
Oh my.
It was bad, dude. It was really bad. But if we had 4, like one person can sit here, one person can sit next to you.
I think a TV up there would be perfect.
TV would be perfect.
For anything.
I would need 1 more camera. I have 3 cameras. So
I think have the camera maybe like either off in the corner or like maybe straight ahead like this.
Mm-hmm.
Look pretty good.
I like everyone having their own camera. Like I've done the camera where he gets the 2-shot.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
I just don't like the look of it. I don't know. You can use it for sure, but I like everyone.
You would need 4 cameras in, right?
I would need 1 more camera, which these are $100 or less now.
Bro, like, to be honest, you look pretty good. Like I look kind of good in that picture over there.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, the background's really cool. It's got a vibrant, you know, and the lighting is okay. That's one thing I'm definitely going to invest in is get some lights.
Some lights on this, like some like.
Underneath LEDs. Well, I'd really like to get what's called a China ball or a lantern and put it on a C-stand, and then it would sit right in the center of this, and then it would just give off a nice glow.
How do you feel about these lights right here, though?
They're fine. I mean, they fill in the light. They're not great, but they work.
There.
They add, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of harsh like shadows from your hat and stuff that I'd like to soften up a little bit. Same with me. Like I got a lot of harsh like shadows on this side.
It's not too bad. It's just like right here, maybe like
the
forehead part of it.
Right. I don't know. It's studio lighting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We look good though. I look pretty good.
I think I'm surprised. Like when I show people clips of the podcast, like they're like, yeah, they're like, dude, that's a fucking real studio, and I'm like, that's my bedroom and my house. You know, like it's a studio now for sure. But back in the day,
this is an awesome little.
It's a cool little space, man. Like for the price that he's giving it to me for, and I feel much more like Casey said it when he first came on the first episode that we did here. He's like it feels more legit because it's like a studio. You know, it's not a bedroom in your house. It's not like I don't know. It's just more. I don't know. It's more measured or something.
It is, and I mean, it's for a great price too. I mean, he's a good dude. I've always loved it. I mean, I've known him like my whole life. Yeah, so he's always been like a cool dude. So I've always.
He needs to come on the podcast sometime.
He should.
He fucking listen, man. He keeps telling me that he wants me to film his sister on her swimsuit line in the Bahamas with all her friends, and I'm like, yeah, I'll totally do it. But then we never do it. So like, come on, man.
Don't you need like 2 people for that?
I thought, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a camera assistant, and so like I can't hold the red. You got to hold the red for a while.
I will say this on the podcast, so this is recorded.
Yeah.
I do know that she is married now. But
no, it's nothing about that. I just need a job.
No, I'm just saying this though. Her and I remember back at the old elementary. She was a few grades above me, I think 2 grades above me, and he was 2 grades below me. So I was right there, like perfect. Right there.
You're in the strike zone.
Our moms were on like the PTO type, like the moms who like help out with like everything, right?
Perfect.
And so I was going into 4th grade. She was going into 6th grade, and I remember one night we played hide and seek, just her and I, for like 3 hours straight in the school. And I was like, yeah, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so I felt pretty cool about that. I'm not sure if she even remembers that, but I was like, I felt pretty awesome. I was like, this girl was really cute. Mm-hmm. But
now she's a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, so I basically had a date with her.
You had a hide and seek date.
Yeah, with a Victoria's Secret model. So cheers to that.
Damn, dude,
your
that's
cup is
amazing.
Gone. Oh, your cup's right there. So your cup's empty.
I can't believe we finished off both of these, dude. I did not plan on doing that. I feel pretty good.
You want some of mine though?
Nah, dude, that's all you.
I think empty them both out into yours.
I'm gonna try. I like rum a lot.
There's some coffee in this right here.
No. Do not want none of that. I want to sleep tonight, dude. Though I like coffee. It's usually what I bet that's not coffee, dude. What is that? That's a white chocolate mocha, dude.
It is a latte with oat milk.
So
I've been cutting the calories out with sugar-free vanilla.
You were playing a lot of Fortnite.
I was but I was when it was no seasons, when it was no chapters, when it was nothing, when it was like no one could build because it was so laggy and so bad that like no one built. It was just straight gunfire, which is when I played. Yeah. First 3 seasons came out, and my friends loved it, and we played all the time, and we got long nights until 4 o'clock in the morning. Playing, but I had the best of times ever playing games during that span, and then I stopped playing because I was like, all right, now these kids are all, doing this and just acting all cracked out, and here I am just chilling back, on my monitor just doing this, and it was too hard.
Cracked out is an understatement.
Okay, cracked out is the complete understatement. These kids had their keyboards like this, acting like it's something weird, and they're just on
their mice have like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 buttons. I watched a TikTok where they had a camera, like if this was a mouse, they had a camera looking this way, and this kid is like this.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear the clicks like click, click, click.
These kids were, these kids were being bought by their parents, right? Bought in Monsters or G Fuel or all this kind of stuff to play on the weekends as their job.
Yeah.
These kids were being cracked out by their parents, being methed out to get big in gaming.
Yeah.
To do all this kind of stuff. It's the nuttiest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, one of the number one supplements for gamers?
G Fuel.
Alpha Brain.
Alpha Brain's awesome.
But
G Fuel's amazing.
And here's the thing. What's G Fuel?
You've never heard of G Fuel. I've drank G Fuel for probably 4 to 5 years.
It's a drink?
I've told you about this.
Gaming and esports. Holy
the
shit.
best. This is the best
Look,
shit.
oh my God.
Go on their shop real quick, on their tub,
I
and just
love
look at this.
Venom.
They have the best. I have a raspberry lemonade right now that tastes like the best shit I've ever had in my entire life. But anyways, I've had them for probably since 2016.
What are their ingredients?
It's 25. It's 15 calories per serving.
PewDiePie.
Vitamins.
They have a PewDiePie
Antioxidants.
fucking.
No carbs.
This
no
is
sugar.
pre-workout.
Pretty much, but with no carb, no sugar. See, look at that.
This is pre-workout, dude. There's no difference.
But it's a healthy caffeine though.
Look at this.
Compared to
Vitamin
what
C,
pre-workout
vitamin
is,
E,
though?
niacin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, choline, sodium,
That's with
energy
every-
complex.
That's with every
taurine,
pre-workout B6
caffeine,
and B12.
140 milligrams. That right there is basically Monster, which is fine. L-tyrosine, L-tyrosine, adenosine 5. What is that? Focus complex.
Yeah.
Antioxidant complex, pomegranate, pineapple,
It's every
apple
flavor
fruit.
possible right there. So
Other ingredients: maltodextrin, citric acid. That is pre-workout, dude. That's like a low ball pre-workout.
low ball, yes.
Focus
absolutely.
complex would be interesting. I would like to compare
That's
their.
the part that I don't get because that's 1,001 milligrams in
Strange.
every tub, and I'm not sure what is
Every serving.
is in every serving. Oh, that's one scoop.
That's one scoop. Yeah, well, like okay, so
what
for
any of that kind of
instance,
stuff is.
if you go for Alpha Brain, which is like a nootropic.
Okay, Alpha Brain. I'll be honest with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have never had,
Oh, you haven't?
and I've been
taking
hooked
on Alpha Brain.
on it for probably since high school.
Hooked it on
But
phonics.
I've never tried Alpha Brain though.
What do you take from on it?
I tried. My friend back off in like college had some like
Your friend's name
Vitamin-
is Back Off.
no from back off in college
Oh.
freshman year. My friend had some like
This is
wasn't Alpha Brain, but it was something from on it that I love, but I never took. Or I mean, I took it, but I never took Alpha Brain though. So
So look, there's the On It Flow blend, the L-theanine. So L-theanine, dude. Pamu and I take L-theanine by itself, and it's amazing. L-tyrosine, I'm not sure what not sure.
okay,
what
I
oat
got
straw
$500
extract.
I want to spend right now just on random shit. If I mean, I can throw that.
So the thing is, like, these sorts of supplements are dirt cheap. Like if you buy them bulk,
they're not that expensive on here though.
no, not at all. It's when they put it into some formula and they put a name on it like G-Shock or Alpha Brain, then they charge you out the ass. But really, if you go to Amazon or something, you can buy them by the bulk for $20-$30.
Really,
Oh, dude, yeah. It's not until they do the whole like
Alpha
look
Brain bullshit. And
I want that. I want that wolf kettlebell thing that they got back there.
That's pretty cool. That's up your
That's a cool
alley, isn't it?
It's a cool animation. This website is clunky as fuck. I don't know. How can I tell anything about this?
I was applying on some website earlier, right?
Unbelievable.
For that loft.
Oh yeah.
And it would pop up one question at a time in the very middle of the screen though. And it was like super clean and it would say use tab to move over to like the next date space and press enter to proceed. It was super clean that like any old person could be like, all right.
Right.
Bam, easy. I'm like, it was the cleanest thing ever. I'm all about clean looking websites, and that right there, having to scroll all the way down, I don't want that.
Look, what the fuck? Look at all
Look at
this
all
shit.
that.
Well, there's the okay. There's the
Okay, so we need that right there, though, right?
That's all I wanted, and it's literally right before the reviews, which is like the very bottom of the
Yeah.
page, which is not good. Well, not get out of here. Okay, I just want to see the supplements versus the G-Shock. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay.
You zoomed out, but it zoomed in though.
So here's the On It Flow blend, and here's the
the
G
cat's
Fuel.
claw, the kitten's claw.
Yeah, meow. Kitten's claw. Okay, cool. This is
Let's
what I want.
compare G Fuel here.
This is what I want. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's the Focus Complex and the On It Flow. L-tyrosine. So this is N-acetyl L-tyrosine. This is L-theanine. There's no L-theanine. They have oat straw extract and the phospho adyldiosine or whatever.
But they make up by having
they do
400 milligrams more almost of whatever they have into their G Fuel.
Right. Obviously, L-tyrosine is
the main compound.
Something. Yeah, something's going on there. And then so they have an energy complex too, which is
that has
taurine and caffeine.
I think taurine's. I'm not sure. I don't want to say
interesting. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna get me some G Fuel.
Well, like every few months they have a buy one get one free tub.
Nice. I'm just gonna get one.
My
I'm gonna take it when I take for college.
Got like eight tubs at his house.
Oh, can I have one of those?
Possibly.
Cool. No, I'm gonna get some G Fuel. Look, 25% off. I'm gonna take
strawberry shortcake. Oh my!
I have on it, or I have Alpha Brain, and I like it. I mean, it's a hit or miss.
Compared to coffee, though, what is it mood based? Because if you wake up and you're already fucking dragging, is it like the same thing as?
It's not gonna give you a boost. It's like you got to catch it on the top of the wave. If you feel good. You get a good night's sleep, you get some coffee, and then you take Alpha Brain. Oh, man, it's going to work amazing.
That's the only time I ever take caffeine is when I'm feeling good. Like if I have like an awful kind of sleep, no.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
If I'm feeling amazing, I'm like just this little added boost. I'm on Adderall type level. 100%. Dude, I took Adderall off playing college baseball, and I talk already way too much, right?
Yeah.
I have a great time, and I love people, right? I took that during the second weekend of us playing actual games, right? And coach said I was a DH as a freshman, so I'm scared shitless. I'm playing college ball. It's just like the guy who just hits, and that's it.
A direct hitter?
Yeah. Designated hitter. And I hit for the pitcher. So I batted fifth, playing DH on my first ever as a freshman playing college ball, and I took Adderall, and I was in the dugout just talking everyone's fucking head off, talking my coach's head off.
Yeah.
I was the happiest I'd ever been.
Oh, it's amazing.
The happiest I'd ever been.
I love it.
It was amazing. And then I think that same weekend I took a Xanax actually because it was bad storms, right? Hey, it was bad storms, and I was like, all right, I don't like these,
Storms, like
tornadoes? It was like tornadoes, and like
you don't like
no, I can't stand them. So back
then I was
Do you have
a place to go?
There, no, I was in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Like,
so I had nowhere to go.
Underground bunker.
No.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
I was in like some dorm house, so I was freaking out. Like my friend was like, you know what? I don't ever take these, but like I'm prescribed them. Take one.
Right.
Just relax. I took one, and I don't remember anything from my whole night at all. Not one single thing to this day.
That's not good.
And so I was like, it helped. I mean,
I take them when I fly. But I take
the non-drowsy Dramamine when I fly.
Oh, Dramamine. I mean, the last couple of times I've flown, I've taken Xanax, but how was it? It worked. I mean, I flew like a zombie, but I also
you hate flying then.
Oh, I hate flying.
Why is that, dude?
I had a really bad flight one time. It's PTSD. I need to take an MDMA trip and deal with it.
Seriously, you do?
No, seriously. Like, it was that bad. I thought I was dead. I thought I was going to die.
It was that bad?
Oh, yeah, it was that bad. Like, we flew through, it's a very small plane, 2 seats on one side, 1 seat on the other, like that kind of small.
That's why.
70 people or something. We flew through a storm that was so bad that they came on the fucking mic, and they're like, we're going to make an emergency landing in Phoenix. They said that emergency landing.
Well, that's not bad though. That's it's like, hey, we're gonna go down and land here because it's getting so bad. I don't want to like keep flying.
It would be cool if it was like that, where if it was like we're just gonna get out of this. It was like boom, 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 down. Like when we dropped, it wasn't like a little. It was like, boom, I mean, hundreds of feet at once. Like it was not a cool ride. It was like get this fucking plane on the ground. So we land and we're like composing ourselves. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we gotta get to Tulsa. We're flying from LA to Tulsa, and he's like, well, we gotta go. So we flew back up into this fucking storm. We flew through this storm for I don't know how long. It seemed like for a millennium. But dude, I'm not kidding. I stepped next to the window. Dude, there's like lightning bolts going past the wings. Like, I mean, we are going down, like straight down, like boom, boom, boom. And I made my peace with God. I was like, remember me in heaven. Like we're fucking goners. And we made it, obviously, when we landed in Tulsa. And I don't know if you've ever seen the scene in Fight Club when Raymond gets the gun to the back of his head.
I've never seen Fight Club.
Oh, my God. Please go watch it. It's my favorite movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's top 3 for sure.
Really?
Oh, my God. I love it.
Guess mine. It's got Matt Damon in it.
Good Will Hunting.
It also has Mark Wahlberg.
The Departed.
Yep.
Nice. I like that one.
Oh my!
I need to rewatch
gosh.
it. I need to rewatch it. It's been a while since I've watched it.
Think if we watch that, that'd be pretty good.
Be cool.
Be very cool. I think
To do a little like companion video.
Absolutely.
Where we podcast while we watch it and make comments. And then we play a drinking game for like every time someone says, you know,
fuck.
Yeah, every time someone says,
Bro, Mark Wahlberg cursed it in that first scene that they're in the office and they're interviewing DiCaprio, right? Mm-hmm. And he walks in there thinking he's like the top of the line officer. Right. Like, you know what? I can be in on any interview that they have. Yeah. He's like, man, fuck you. Like, you're a fucking punk. Yeah. Like, you're a snitch. And he really was a snitch. He was really like a fake cop, you know, like for the mob. Alert. Yeah, but he was straight up.
Because Leo
that
was
like
working
the first
for...
scene because DiCaprio is like it's like a kid, and what's his face? Like the old guy, what's his name? He was in
Jack Nicholson.
He was like, you're in my wing. Boss. You're in my wing.
Right. He's like the boss of the mafia.
As he's in like that sub shop store.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he buys him like a root beer float or something like that, I think, and says, you're my lead. So like the next scene is like him interviewing. So it's not like a huge alert, but still though, it's still like,
I'm just joking.
But that is a fucking phenomenal
movie.
movie.
Who directed that movie? Was it Scorsese?
No, it was not. It was not him.
I think it was Martin Scorsese.
Was it really?
Yep.
That's why. It's so fucking good. Golly.
Directed by Martin. I'm gonna watch this as soon as I go home. William Monahan.
Is it screenplay?
William Monahan. Yeah. Do you know William Monahan?
I don't know.
Let's see what else
the last name, yes, but not like the first name. There's a few actors.
This guy, William Monahan, November 3rd, Boston, Massachusetts.
What else has he done?
Kingdom of Heaven. That was a good. Body of Lies, another Leo movie. He's probably made several $1 million. Looks like he's been working on a few. Mojave, The Gambler. What was The Gambler?
That was with...
what is that? I feel like I saw that the other day.
Yep.
Matt Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
He must be buddies with these guys, dude. Edge of Darkness. Isn't that the Lion movie?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure. Nope, that's Mel Gibson. You know what I'm talking about?
Speaking of film, though.
Kingdom of Heaven.
This guy's done good. We had that drive for film, 3-4 years ago, and we never followed suit with it. Remember that?
What was it?
It was when we were like with Portlandia. We had that drive, but like not only that drive, but like we had drive like beyond that though.
I see what you mean. Yeah. That's what I said.
It's so hard to keep.
Well, that's what I said when we talked about it earlier. Is like I came across that footage. I feel like most of that was COVID, just being like, go. Like just the chaos of COVID. Like I don't know like what to do. I don't know what is important anymore. I don't even know what's possible anymore.
No, what's so
like
cool?
Should I just focus on surviving, or should I like thrive? Should I have dreams of going to New York and being, or should I just plant some corn? You know, like
for us to talk about. But anyways, let's hear this one though. When I met Alex and Casey before you know, I feel like I'm not saying I was a douchebag, but you know, like in high school.
You was a punk.
But I was having fun with the guys who played sports, going off to college parties, having a good time. Exactly. I was just getting drunk, seeing girls and all that kind of stuff, right?
Seeing girls?
Well, like, just like flirting with girls, getting their number, texting them, you know, like at parties and whatnot. Like
you up?
Yeah, you up? Like 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Yeah. No,
I'm
but
up. Want to get a game in?
Fortnite. No, but like I was doing that right, and I got this job, and I met those two guys. I'm like, they are just like down to earth people that like playing ball I would never have met, right? And they were like the coolest people, and that shifted like my whole focus in life to like just honest, good people, right? And I met them, and then I met you, and then I realized that like I've got a drive for like filming, for acting,
creating,
for this entire different part of life I never even knew about. Like before that, I loved film so much, but I never pieced 2 and 2, thinking that there's someone else out there that loves film. You know, that's just like, but like what set me aside from you guys and like those friends off in high school. Now I've got great best friends, and they're awesome, right? But like you also can talk and have a meaningful, talk, right? And so having those plus with film was the coolest thing ever. So something that we never dived deep into was film. Was doing that, and that was like the coolest part of like that whole area was like we're gonna make some TV show about fucking Portlandia, but Joplandia. Yeah. And like that was the coolest part. Was
for sure.
I went on some date actually here recently, and we talked about that, about like my Joplandia.
Really?
And it was like the coolest thing ever. And she was like, oh, "That is so cool."
We should just do it.
We should just fucking do it.
Well, that was one of my big 2022. Like the thing I read before is like, I spent so much time thinking about like what direction I was going to go, because I felt, one, I was coming off the injury, like I was coming out of that whole thing.
Yeah.
Two,
and that's a huge mental thing too.
It's huge mental thing.
By the way.
But it was accompanied by, it was like a perfect storm. Like you had
Yeah.
COVID, you had the lockdowns, you had this tear in your shoulder, you had the 5 years build up of me moving home from California, not knowing like what to do. You had all this energy culminating to this one point, and it finally was like, bro.
Yeah.
So then I got to this point of like, okay, well, what direction do I go? I can go in any direction I want. Like, which direction do I go? And as I'm sitting there, meditating or thinking about like this, it's like the one thing that makes sense to me is to make TV show, movie, like to make film, like you would say, like that's the one direction that makes sense. Yeah. And then if I were to do that direction, it actually gives my life meaning and purpose versus everything else. Like if I had 100, duplexes, would I feel accomplished? Yeah, I'd feel accomplished. Would I feel fulfilled? I wouldn't feel fulfilled. If I made a short film and it had some sort of recognition, I would feel fulfilled for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. So to comment on what you were talking about earlier, like 2022 with Pamu, I told Brock, like Brock was wanting to do a bunch of mountain biking stuff, and I'm sure we still will, mountain biking videos and whatnot. But I told him like, dude, my goal is to do TV shows and movies. And video games.
Yeah.
I don't want to do corporate shit. It pays the bills. I'll do a fucking commercial for Jeep or for Dodge or for Tesla.
Well, absolutely.
Pay me.
Elon fucking Musk.
But
Elon Musk.
I want to do Stranger Things. I want to do The Sopranos. I want to do whatever, like that.
I have a book
so
that
to finish my comment on that, it's just like 2022 is the start of the new whatever. Exactly. The new wave of creation. You're moving back to Joplin. We have the studio here. Like exactly we have the team, Pamu. We have Brock. We got more fucking equipment than you can ever believe. It's just about putting it all together.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
It's just fun. This is not. It's just.
Have you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy?
You have told me that 24/7.
You are so fucking funny. And I know here
on the podcast, I've been the most tame I've ever been.
You've been super tame.
This is not like me at all.
No, dude, you've been very measured.
But yeah, so I just...
you were threatening to shave your mustache before the show.
I said, fuck this thing. It's getting off.
Right.
But no, yeah, I thought about that, but like stage fright, but...
Let's just do it. I'll do it with you.
That was the past, though. Like, this is like a new Corey Ball. This is a different Corey Ball that I've ever seen, and this is the best I've ever felt in my whole life. And there's nothing like holding me back. There's I'm gonna push myself to feel this way. I truly feel like I'm the best version right now, and it's just only going upwards. So it's just like,
I believe it.
Let's do this.
I believe it.
And like doing this, what's weird though, is that like in the past, obviously for everyone, doing things that you've never done, you get some nerves, right?
Yeah.
Doing this for the past year and a half has been like, I'm fucking nerve wracking. I'm not cool enough. I'm not, entertaining enough. But, but I really fucking am. But
you don't listen to that shit.
Exactly. But like coming here, I was like, let's fucking do this.
Yeah. You're Corey fucking Ball.
That's what I
don't you forget it, dude.
I have never felt that way in my entire life until this last 3-4 months probably.
It's the best line from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget it. You're fucking Corey Ball.
I feel
Don't
great.
Forget it.
Exactly.
I love that.
I've been feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the best I've ever felt with me moving back here, like my own space, being back in town. I'm going to have just the absolute time of my life. And that loft is going to be my saving grace.
You're getting it.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at your resume and your application. They're gonna stop there.
Dude, it's like vaulted ceilings, exposed brick. But
Dude, you know the guy that owns
amazing.
Hurley's Comics used to work or may still work at Downstream.
I'm not sure if he has any involvement in the Geneva development then, because that's who owns all that kind of stuff.
Oh, maybe he just rents it from them too. The Hurley's Comics.
Yeah.
How cool would that be though? Like you live above a comic store.
Be very cool.
That's pretty
dude.
cool.
I have never cared about comics, but my brother, he has autism, and he is obsessed
he older
with Marvel.
than you?
Yeah,
or younger?
he's 27. He's almost 28. He is my best friend.
He's older than you.
Yeah, he is awesome, but he loves obviously Marvel, DC, and all that. So me living there, I would have him over all the fucking time.
Oh my god, dude!
He would love it.
He would have to put a rein on him. Dude. He'd buy all the comics.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's also like this also like this little what's the word, incentive like to get in that place is that right there.
Oh, how cool would that be? Like going to Corey's place, like Corey lives above a comic book store.
He lives off in Grove, Oklahoma right now.
Oh, he does?
With my mom and her
I
boyfriend.
thought you lived in Joplin. Like I came over one time.
That was at 17th place at the apartments. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
by the church.
That was the old house.
Oh wow. See, the pandemic has fucked up with my timeline.
Seriously. Okay, so I
I'm
moved
in an alternate
from
universe.
there. I moved from there to the apartment, right?
Was that your mom? Your mom was living there.
You walked inside and you talked to my mom and my sister actually. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And they were watching a movie out there. Remember that? I'm not sure if you
did.
We walked in my
because
room
I
and
think
then
your
walked back
sister was
out.
sick.
Yeah, she was sick.
Yeah, because she was all bundled up in blankets and
Remember
stuff.
that though? Because before before past,
I came back to
yeah,
your
she's
room
sick,
and
like
made
whatever.
out with you.
Oh my god, that was so hot.
Right, played some Fortnite.
Played some Fortnite. No, but yeah. So that was pre-COVID. So you're like, she's sick, just don't get near her or give her a hug, and I'm good. But now it's like, oh, someone might be possibly sick. Let's get But
Quarantine
anyways,
their shit.
exactly. But but yeah. So that was that time. But yeah, I moved from there to 17th place with my best friend Chris, and we had the time of my life there.
Nice.
And then from there to Miami, and that's where I've been at since. And so, like,
how come Miami?
Well, our lease ended up, and about halfway through, he met this girl, Madison, and she is an amazing person. And they ended up getting so serious that they were like, you know what, we're gonna move out. Corey, if you still want to move out with us, you totally can. But
oh, nice. They gave you the option.
Yeah, but they were like, you know what, it would make more sense money wise to. But if you don't want to, that's okay. I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to, because you know why? I want to kind of save some money. And they're like, well, we would love to have you, but I get that.
Right.
So like they're now married. She's my best friend. He's my best friend.
Cool.
So, but yeah. So if I could probably go back, I probably would move in with them.
Oh, so you didn't? You didn't?
No, I didn't.
But they were in Miami?
No, they were in Joplin, and they moved to Joplin.
Okay,
So,
okay.
but anyways, but yeah.
But they're married now, so
Married.
I mean that changes.
And
everything.
they live off in the ocean. I'm at their house all the time
Nice.
because they always hit me up like, "Hey, if you want, you can come stay tonight and come hang out with us." So I'm like, I can't resist it. Like, I just have fun with them.
Yeah.
So it's
Are they
just
the
so
same
fun.
age as you?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's a year younger, which I should be in her grade, honestly,
Okay.
and he's a year older, but he's in my grade currently. So it's just
Nice.
kind of weird, but
Yeah.
work with him too actually at the Roper Used Cars.
So do you work in Joplin?
Mm-hmm. Roper Used Cars.
Live in Miami, but work in Joplin.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
That's why I want to move back.
Right. It'd be
it's
so much
nothing against
easier.
like where I live
you could
right
run
now.
to work.
Exactly. I
don't think
hate
Miami's
the
growing,
drive.
dude.
It's not growing.
It's static.
going
At
nowhere.
best, it's static. At worst, it's static.
I just hate the drive. I'm tired of making that drive, and I'm
you have
also
to drive through
tired of
Baxter, or where do
yeah.
you go? Yeah.
I go through.
Or do you
I go
take the
through
interstate?
Quapaw and then Baxter, and then up through like the downstream roundabout, and then I go on the highway.
That is forever. That's a 45-minute drive, dude.
It is, man, and that's my main reason for wanting to move out is that right there.
Imagine being on Hurley's Comics,
Seriously.
Hurley's Heroes, dude. You would drive down Main, over
Down
the
the street,
7th,
man.
boom, done. You could run to work, like
But
get your workout in.
Shout out though to my sister and her fiance. They're great people.
What's
and
her
they're
name?
the best roommates. Carly and Cam. They're gonna
Carly
get
and
married
Cam.
next year. Awesome people. And yeah, but I just gotta move out.
Yeah.
Just gotta get back in
You gotta do your
Joplin.
thing.
I have my job here, and come probably like in like a month, I'll be here and like at the lot until like 8 o'clock at night. Who wants to drive back home at that time? Then drive back in the morning.
Yeah, nobody.
So, but
No, you want to get home immediately.
also my
so you can recharge.
grandparents own the house, so it's like they're just paying the mortgage if that. So it's like it's a super cheap rate right now.
Right.
It's like $120.
Ooh, you're gonna jump to 1,000 for the.
But I'm making good money.
Okay,
And
that's good.
And I got the cash, so it's like, you know what? I already have a badass place.
Right.
Then do that. So
Yeah.
it's worth it.
It's probably worth it for the drive alone.
It is.
You know
And
what
like
I mean?
sanity, If I have a girlfriend, which I will in the future, you know, like.
What happened
great
between she had what was her name? There's a boy's name. I really liked it.
Boy's name.
It was, dude. I love girls with boys' names.
It didn't work
dude.
out, and
she was cool, right? I mean, it just didn't work out, or no? Was she not cool?
Just wasn't cool on her end, but like at the same time,
I talked to her twice.
If someone doesn't want me, see ya.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I understand. Was it Blake?
It was Jeffrey.
That's right.
No, but yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad about it because it was
talk shit on her.
Good time of
Tell me
my
the
life,
worst story that you know about her.
Yeah, she killed someone. No, but
Oh my
no,
God.
but
Breaking exclusive.
But yeah, so
No, I don't mean to pry, but I thought she was cool. But anyway, you're way cooler. I'm always on your team, dude. If you killed somebody, I'm on your team. You know, like you can.
No,
do
it
no
was a
wrong.
good time, and even though I don't agree with a lot of how it went down, how it's ended,
okay.
and what's happened since then, I'm not going to talk shit on it because I'm a man, and I'm just not going to do that, and I respect how things go.
Amen.
So I'm just going to just leave it at that, and we can cut this if you want.
No, it's good. I think that's good to say. I mean, Casey and I have talked about our exes, and we've come to the conclusion of like, what do we have against them?
Yeah.
I only had I had a lot of good times with my exes.
Yeah.
I laughed a lot. I had good times, watching movies and going out to eat. So like, yeah, we're not together anymore. Did it end that great? No, not really. But there's a lot of good in there too. And it's just a time of your life to where, hey, it's over. Like that time was awesome and now it's over. So like, best of luck to you and so be it, like move on.
I think it was more in my way, and the people around me feel the same as I do. Almost anyone feels it was kind of a shitty thing, but at the same time though, you can't. If someone feels that way, you can't just kind of force anything. So just let them go and see ya. It was a shitty thing, and I've got a different value on what I want in the future.
That's big.
Because at the same time, I bring 20,000% to the table, and I'm a great guy.
Yeah.
And so I didn't, that's what I want in return.
Yeah.
And
see, to me, just hearing that is clear to me. Like, it should be so clear to you that this is the one. Like, you should be like, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that this chick is, like you said, bringing 20,000% of herself to the table. She supported me this much. She has this. Her vision matches my vision. Like, there should be no doubt. If there's any doubt, it's like no hard feelings. It's just not gonna work out.
Well, I realized that, and I just lead with my heart. My first real thing, so I made sure I did anything I could.
It's
for
good.
a very long time to make things work. But you know what? When things get in, like, you know what?
Yeah.
I get it now. No hard feelings. I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
And I don't like some of the stuff that happened. But you know what? So be it. I'll find someone that's going to be benefit me in a way better way.
Right.
It's like what all my friends have said. All my best of friends have said. You know what? If you're gonna find someone that actually wants something that is good, so I can't wait for it. That's why a big thing. Moving out.
Yeah.
Get my real estate license.
That's big.
And I'm excited.
It shifts your mindset so much to have your own spot.
I think I've been in this weird funk for the last 5 or 6 or 7 months. I've been stressed out about things, about this or that. Now I've got a great job. Now I've got a different mindset about how life is meant to be lived and who I should be around. That it just changed everything. And I think it's the healthiest I've ever been, both mentally or physically or anything, spiritually too.
Yeah.
So it's as hard as it was, it's been the most rewarding. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And going through those is just a different mindset.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
It's great,
I
except
love
when you're going through it.
No, but the thing is though, is
afterwards, it's
as
awesome.
I'm going through it, I was having the hardest time ever, right?
Yeah.
But I did still realize this is what I need to be going through to get better in life.
That's good. Most people don't realize that.
No, they don't. And
They're
I
just
realized
fucking quit it. I'm done. Get me out of this.
how much of a man I am for thinking these ways about this whole situation when things are just shit.
That's amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like I really realize what I have to offer and who I am as a man. Not to brag, but I don't really give a fuck though. I just know who I am. So it's just like
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
That is
so
awesome.
It's a good feeling knowing that someday some woman's gonna be shacking down with that thing down there.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like,
Right. Oh
You know what I
my.
mean?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It'd be a lucky woman.
and we were out of whiskey and rum. Or
We
just
never
rum.
had whiskey.
We never had whiskey, did we? We
No.
do have
Take that muskrat off your face.
shall I?
No, dude, I like it. Don't take it off. I only say that because he like threatened to shave it off before the show.
I did. I said, I will fucking do it.
I was like, well, if you're
to
gonna
my
do
neck.
it, at least do it on the show while the cameras are recording.
Yeah.
Do you do any spiritual practices?
I don't, but like, I always grew up in the church. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up in the church, loved it so much, had the best memories right in the church. And I think come college, when I met you guys, I was pretty agnostic.
Yeah.
I had gone to like a Christian college, played ball there, and I hated it. I was like, this is,
Did you have to go to chapel?
yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
did?
Oh, yeah.
Like every
And it was
day?
like the most, no, not every day,
Every
but
Sunday?
like every other day.
Every other
It was
day?
the most fucked up thing.
That sucks.
The president of the college got taken for embezzlement and just all this kind of fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm done with the church. And for like a long time, I said, you know what? No to the church. But like here recently, like the last maybe 4 or 5 months, I've been like realizing that, you know what? Like I kind of miss that in my life.
Yeah.
That sense of fellowship, that sense of, camaraderie, like that sense of,
Belonging.
yeah. And so that's been nice. And so I have church on Sunday. My first time ever going to church in probably like maybe 6 or 7 months.
Wow.
So I'm going back on Sunday. I'm very excited about it.
That's awesome. See, I mean, it's like, yeah, you're engaging with the, the belief and the thought and the behavior of attending church and believing in God and doing those practices as you are what I would call like in boy phase. But then you've gone through this whole, evolution of where you are now. And now it's like you revisit that thing. It's not the same thing.
It's not.
Church is not the same thing
Yeah.
as from where you were to where you are now.
Yeah.
That's very important for people to understand, including myself. I've been thinking about that a lot of like, where do I stand? Like, what is going on? Like, I need to establish where I am.
I think the more I've thought about it, because I am the biggest person you'll ever meet in your life. Is like, I need proof to see it, to believe it, right?
Right.
And I'm thinking like here in like, like my young college phase, like that's who I am. And that's who I'm going to always be. I may always be agnostic, but I think I've gotten to a point where I've realized there's got to be some higher order to what's going on, to like what there is. And that's my God. And that's just who I'm going to go with. And that's who I'm going to, I'm not going to follow it to a T.
Yeah.
I'm going to sin. But you know what? That's just where I stand, and I'm just not gonna like, But anyways,
Well, just health benefits alone of being a part of a community,
is
like
tenfold
yes,
of what you
tenfold.
are than
So,
being alone.
even if you're not like the most devout, the most dedicated Christian of all time, like you're getting health benefits being around people. You're getting health benefits around keeping a schedule.
At the same time, those people who play hard, have that, every Sunday's church, every Wednesday is Sunday night.
Yeah.
They have the thought process to do that. People like me who don't have that, who are like, I am a Christian. I do believe in God, but this is my thought process. God made us all like the same way, right? So he made me to act this way. So he gets how I'm feeling, right?
I would imagine so, yeah.
So exactly.
Right.
That's just my thought process with it all. But
yeah.
But who knows? I could be, I don't know. It's just getting back in the order of things and whatnot. But it's a different, unique journey for everybody.
That's what I was going to say, is that everybody has their own path. So to be like, oh, you need to get on, like, no, it's like you're on your thing and you're over here dealing with what you got to deal with.
Yeah.
I didn't have to deal with that, but you do. But you didn't have to deal with what I dealt with, but I do. And so in the sense of, I'm thinking of this as like, wherever you are, like I will meet you where you are. Whatever journey that you're on, if you're pro-Christian, anti-God, whatever, I will meet you there, because we're all humans, and we're all on this journey together.
Absolutely.
And rather than being like, you don't know, like, I'm just going to support you, because one, I might have been where you have been. Yeah. Two, I might be where you are someday. Yeah. And three, it's like, what does it matter in the end? Like,
that's the biggest thing, is I might be where you are someday.
Someday.
Some hugely Christian guy may ridicule some homeless guy for begging for cash one day, and who is going through like a hard time, right, or something like that, right? Then one day that person may have had their life
Become
changed
homeless.
through God.
Sure.
And
Oh.
well, I'm like, it's
see
like
what
the
you mean.
opposite way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see what
It's
you
just,
mean.
it's just like, there's so many ways I like to go about it that,
Yeah.
you know, but
Yes.
who knows?
And I've heard a lot of military people talk about this, to where like when they're in a elite group of killers, basically, there are the people that are strong-willed one day, right? And then there's the people that are weak-willed, where it's like they just break down. But you remain strong for them, because tomorrow it's your turn to break down. Exactly. So it's just like, you just got to know what role that you're playing in people's lives. Like, at least be able to acknowledge what role that you're playing in people's lives. Like, are you a supporting role?
Yeah.
Are you the guardian? Are you the Gandalf role? Are you the younger brother role? Like, are you, like, there's people in my life that I go to for mentorship. Like, they are mentoring me. And there's other people that I come into their life and I'm like, I'm mentoring them, you know? And it's just about having an understanding of where you fall in what role in people's lives.
Yeah.
And it's good to know. It's good to at least acknowledge it and be like, this is a purpose that I'm holding for this person.
That's all life is, man. Being taught and teaching and all that kind of stuff. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It
It comes down to people.
Yeah.
Always. You know,
always.
Jobs, like, oh, I missed that job. You miss the people.
Exactly.
You know, if you're on your deathbed, you're
Red
not
Oak.
thinking about
You miss
your
people
PS5. You're thinking about your boys that you played Fortnite with, you know.
The boys.
The boys.
The boys.
It comes down to people. It comes down to relationships. And that's been proven and experienced time and time again. So, yeah.
Dude, I love life, man.
That's good. I fucking love life too.
It is the best thing ever.
I love your energy.
I love it, man.
I love your mindset. It's there's not much mindset like out there anymore, you know. Like,
it's not.
It's far and few between. There's a lot of desperation.
There is, and there's so many people going through like a tough time and come out of it with this negative outlook on certain subjects, right?
Right.
And it's like, you know what? If you go through something hard, you've got wisdom going forward, and you know, when it's happening in the midst of chaos, it's hard to just take a step back and just think that one day this will help me in the future.
Right.
It's just hard to.
It is.
And I get that, and I've gone through that, but like now that I've got some wisdom over life, and you know, I mean, I'm only 24, but I mean, like, there's no point in just hating life. There's no point of any of that. One day I will be so happy I can't even think about it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And it will happen one day, and I can't wait for that day. But until then, I'm gonna grind my ass off and make money and do what I can to have fun.
So, are you happy now?
I am crazy happy right now.
So, when you say like, I'm gonna be happy one day, you don't. I'm not sure. What do you mean?
By happy one day, like
you'll be fulfilled.
Fulfilled in a sense of like wanting like long-term goals. Because I've got some long-term goals.
Accomplished.
So it's like having a family.
Yeah.
Having a wife.
Right.
Having great kids. Having properties. Having this. Having that. That's my ideal like life in the future, right? But I'm not there yet. But I am incredibly happy with like where my life's going though.
Excellent.
Because I had this process.
Yeah.
Something that I haven't had in the past, right? In the past, it was like, I want to do this, but I've had no process about going about it. Now I've written down every step possible in my life. And I'm like, you know what? This has to happen. I have to talk to this person.
Right. It's actually obtainable.
It is. And now that I've realized that, you know what? I know my faults. Now it's fun because, you know what? Like, this is how, you know, I have to go about life. So it's just fun, though. And, like, I'll have curveballs. I'll have this. I'll have that, right? But at the same time, though, it's just like now I've got a different outlook on life, and I just love it. It's just like you can't help but just like not love like the 80 years you're here, right?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah. I mean, I could die, go home tonight.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Hope you don't.
1, 2, 3. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know what? Just I'll have something great one day, and I can't wait for it. So
love it.
You too. You'll have like that house in that 300 acres. You and old Kelsey.
No doubt. No, I've already won. I mean,
you've already won, dude.
I've already thought about that. Like, I've already won. Like, everything else from here on out's cherries on top. Like, thank God. Like, I'm playing with house money from here on out.
Yeah.
Like, if it all goes to shit, well.
Okay. See ya.
I had a good time, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Honestly, that's where I'm at too.
That's amazing.
It's just a great time.
I'm proud of you, man. That's I love the mindset. I love that because I think I've experienced a lot of desperation from myself and from people going through these dark times, these uncertain times, you know. And I think we're finally kind of getting to we're probably breaking through this storm cloud, you know. I think we are. I've also heard of a cyber attack pandemic that's on the horizon from China. I don't fucking know. I hope not. I would prefer not to eat my chickens, but
exactly.
So be it. I think the correct decision is, like you said, to look forward with bright eyes and high hopes and put the work in.
Exactly.
Because what else is there?
Dude, it just sounds so fun. I love it so much, man.
It's awesome.
It is. Oh, I got chills.
I know. I feel so good.
Dude,
we're about 3 hours in. So what do you say we wrap this little bitch up?
Yeah, let's do it.
You have any final words? People come see you at Roper?
Oh, Roper Used Cars, yeah.
Roper
Absolutely.
Used Cars. Where's that at?
East, 1515 East 7th Street.
Okay.
It's across the street from that neighborhood Walmart on 7th
Oh,
Street.
okay, yeah. I drive
just right there.
I go to that neighborhood Walmart a lot.
We have 5 people who work there.
Nice.
And we have the manager, finance manager, and then 3 salesmen.
Nice.
And I'm one of them, and it's the easiest thing ever. You just walk in and say, "Hey, I want this." We see what we can do.
Happen.
And I can get anyone in a car in probably 45 minutes. It's the simplest thing. So it's very fun. A very great environment there that I can work with. And love it.
If you're a realtor, reach out to Corey.
Absolutely.
To give him some advice.
I am.
On starting some properties. I'm talking to you, Zach Collard, and I'm talking to you, Tiffany DeBusk, and I'm talking to you, Taylor McDermott, and I'm talking to Courtney Hill. I can't remember your last name. Courtney Moreland. You need to reach out to my friend Corey and give him some advice. And maybe a job.
Yeah.
Someday. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. I've enjoyed myself very much talking to you. If every podcast is just fucking good for 2022, it's going to be the greatest year of podcasts. Like, this is a great way to start off the year.
This is 2 hours and 56 minutes, man. I feel like we could probably keep going for another 3 hours.
Easily.
Easily.
The
smart about it.
The last few podcasts, not that they've been difficult, but like, I don't know if it's just the end of the year or what, but like, I would keep checking the computer. I think I may be nervous because of the new studio and stuff. This is one of the first ones I've just let myself like just be. I've just been with you.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I check over and make sure everything's running, but like, I'm just with you. Like, I cannot believe we're 3 hours in.
I just checked the time for the first time, and it was almost 10 o'clock, and now it is 10 o'clock, and I didn't even realize that.
No, exactly. I love those sorts of flows where it's just back and forth. It's fun. There's no agenda. You bring up a topic. You brought up NFTs. We fucked around with that for a while. Like, it's a natural flow of conversation, and no one's trying to direct it. It's just, where do we go? And it's so nice, and it's refreshing, because it doesn't happen a lot of times in real life.
Well, it's always a pleasure being on here.
Please come back anytime.
First time, just let me know, and I'm down.
When we do the 4-way, you'll be.
Gosh.
I'm gonna make it happen. Like, I made a mistake by buying the cameras. I bought new cameras. They didn't work out. I should have just bought another
sell
mic.
those in.
I did, and I lost quite a bit of money.
Damn,
but it's fine. They sold, but I'm gonna buy another mic.
You should.
These stands are pretty cheap. The mics are not cheap, but I bet you I can find one for you.
Whenever Alex Hill is in town next, do it.
Yeah. I miss that guy. Let's go see him. Let's go raid his place.
Let's do it. Raid his place and beat him up.
And take his money.
Kiss him.
And then lick his face. Love you, Alex.
I
appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Come on the podcast.
Brother.
I like you. I love you. I love your energy. I love your mindset. I'm looking forward to see what you do in the coming
year,
future.
Man.
Yeah.
Very fun year for both of us.
Absolutely. 100%. I appreciate you coming on.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, people. Thank you for listening to the SciFi and Friends podcast, the first episode of 2022. And if you started with us at the very beginning, I read that statement, and I just want to reiterate, thank you to all the listeners that I've had over the previous years, all the wonderful text messages that I've received, after people have listened to an episode or two. And all the encouragement. It means a lot to me. A lot of times, like I said, it gets tough doing this because I don't make no fucking money, but I will. We'll make some money and we'll make things happen. But it's a fun project. It's a fun pursuit, and I get to hang out with a lot of cool people, and I get to talk to a lot of fascinating people, and it's fun. So anyway, blessings on you. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. Peace.
Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. Oh, I'm big time, lot of signs. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and take it from me, Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. Oh, I'm big time, lot of shine.